Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Dr. Delay Calling Games. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we've got some more NFL football for you tonight as the Baltimore Ravens take on the Miami Dolphins. Both teams, of course, looking for a win as their starts to the season have just been terrible, to be honest with you. Of course, the Ravens they haven't had their star quarterback for a while, though they weren't exactly winning with them. You could argue, of course, the defense was a big reason for that. Both teams need a win to stay in it. The Ravens, of course, feel like, hey, now that we got Lamar back, we can win the AFC North, and I for one, agree with that statement. It's good to see you guys again. Hello, Jerry. How's it going? George, as always. Both teams need a win. Exactly. I'm back. Enjoy your broadcast. Hey, I appreciate you, James. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chris, good to see you as always, sir. Thank you again for your support. True Raider, yes, you're the man, not me. I'm just a man, but you are the man. And I am covering the Raiders, by the way, this Sunday. So I did kind of... The streams are up, but you can't see them on your end. Whenever you do look at the live section, you won't be able to see them. But no, they are there. So I am confirmed doing Raiders and Jaguars. So if you're unable to see the game, I got you covered, man. Again, I got 3 games, of course, this Sunday. Going to root for the Dolphins for you and the Steelers. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. We definitely need all the help we can get because, again, the Steelers are struggling. But again, it's not about the Steelers tonight. It's about the Ravens and the Dolphins. Again, both teams need a win. And, of course, again, with Lamar, they feel like that is very doable. Coffee Beans, hello there. How's it going? Hopefully all is well. Again, I do apologize for my actions earlier, but more on that another time. The Ravens are the favorite, of course, with Lamar. That is kind of a no-brainer. They are definitely the favorite by a touchdown, 7.5. Over-under at 51, so that's about, 27, 24. If it's 27, what would it be? 28, 21, 29, 22, 30, 23. There we go. About that range. Okay, anyway. Looking at the how both teams have kind of gotten to where they are, 2-5, 2-6. How's it going, Jacob? Let's see here. The Ravens, again, lost that first game 41-40. They had the lead, then the defense decided to stop playing. Of course, you can argue that the offense couldn't really get it going as well. So there is that. Of course, they did bounce back against Cleveland 41-17. Then they lost to the Lions 30-30 or 38-30, losing to the Chiefs 37-20. That's where Lamar, of course, got hurt. Losing to the Texans, getting blown out by the Texans, a Texans team that just can't play offense, but they allowed 44 to them. So 44-10 to the Texans, losing to the Rams 17-3, and of course, bouncing back. I think that was a shock to most people, beating the Bears 30-16. That was definitely a shock. So that's how they are 2-5 again. Lamar getting hurt in the Chiefs game, so 1-3 as a starter, and they were 1-3 without him. So pretty much the same. But again, we all know Lamar is just a difference maker. He really is. Again, only putting up 10 to the Texans, 3 to the Rams. That's stuff that Lamar would definitely put up way more than that. Now on the flip side here for the Dolphins, again, they've been just pathetic. They, of course, they're just trying to find something. We actually did cover their last game against the Falcons, but, again, they really need this. Specifically Mike McDaniel and Tua. I would say that experiment might be nearing its conclusion if they're not able to turn things around. If they finish strong, then I think, hey, they're given another year. But right now, not looking so good. Again, losing to the Colts 33-8. Again, losing to Rising Rhinos Colts. I really thought the Dolphins would win that one. I was wrong. He let me know about it, of course. Patriots losing to the Patriots 33-27. Losing to the Bills 31-21. We covered that one. Beating the Jets 27-21. We also covered that one on the channel. Lost to the Panthers 27-24. Losing to the Chargers 29-27. Lost to the Browns 31-6. We actually covered that one as well. We covered the Falcons game. So this is our 5th Dolphins game. Look at that. So we're actually, I've covered both of the Dolphins wins. Look at that. I'm good luck. But yeah, they beat the Falcons 34-10. So if you're a Dolphins fan, I'm just saying, I cover a lot of games. That's all I'm pretty much going to say there. I won't pat myself on the back for that. But But yeah, I try to cover as much as possible. But yeah, these teams, again, need a win. Good evening, bud. How's it going? Good to see you. I'll be here. Fox is going to show the Rams. Oh, that's pathetic. Yeah, that's a shame. All right, well, hey, I got you covered. Gamer Boy, good to see you. Just get the ball to Waddle. Yeah, he needs to waddle his way into the end zone. And again, thank you, Coffee Beans, for the kind words. I will do my best. And again, we're just a few moments away from football, folks. Again, appreciate you guys as always. If there's someone here that is not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe, because this is what I do, folks. I call games. So that is pretty much the gist of it. Again, I'll be back Saturday, of course, for a lot of college football, and of course Sunday, which, for the NFL. So I will definitely be here. 3 games on Sunday. As of now, it's 4 for Saturday. I might tone it down. Maybe I do 3 just on Saturday. I'm not too sure, but we'll see how it goes. By the way, what do you think of the Packers? Oh, man, I don't know if you're referencing the Steelers game. That's probably what you're trying to do here, trying to stab the knife and turn it. No, I actually think the Packers are a great team. I think they are definitely a team that will go the distance, or can go the distance. I actually picked them to go to the Super Bowl in the preseason against the Bills, and so far the Packers are not letting me down. So I'm very much a believer in the Packers. And of course, Jordan Love has that 27-year-old quarterback thing for the Packers to uphold. Pardon me. Of course, Favre made it as a 27-year-old. Rodgers won it as a 27-year-old. So, Love, hey, you got to keep the streak going. Showing off the standings again, Ravens 2-5. They're third place in the AFC North. But again, you feel like they could easily get in first anytime soon. And of course, the Dolphins, third place for the AFC East. So, just a few moments away from kickoff. Looks like the Ravens going to be kicking off. This is Tyler Loop, ready to get things started here in Miami. And there is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 15. Is that the 20, the 30, 35, 40? And steps out of bounds at the 42. That's what you're doing. Oh, I bet. I knew it. I know how you people are. You guys just hate me. Everyone hates me here. Oh, you guys are so mean. Hope you have a great day. I'll be over Rhinos. Okay, awesome. Hey, and tell them I said hello. How's it going? And good luck this Sunday. Of course, I got to keep an eye on Flacco. Will play with his injury. Oh, yeah, we'll see. Showing off Tua, of course. Tua had a great game against the Falcons. It wasn't really going too crazy. 20 for 26, 213, but he threw 4 touchdowns, so that's always good. As Tua's in the shotgun, play action, fires on the middle, it's caught at the 45, he's at the 40 and brought down at the 37-yard line. One play, and just like that, they are in Baltimore territory. A pass over the middle to Waddle. What's up, RC? How's it going? Saw you were streaming earlier. I couldn't quite make the stream. Wanted to say hi, but then I checked in, and then it was over. But yeah, how's it going, RC? Stopping in for a quick sec. Can't say, oh, that's all good. Appreciate you for stopping on in, man. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins at the 38. Tua is in the pistol. Sending a man in motion. That is Washington. Hands it off to Achane. Achane. Nothing doing. Again, I don't know if it's Achane or Achane, so I might say both tonight. Achane. Nothing doing on that first down carry. In the Ravens defense, not your typical Ravens defense. They are just struggling this year. Looking to refine the Ravens defenses of the past, because, yeah, they've been really bad. Against the Dolphins hard. Yeah, first play, they went right to Waddle. It's a 2nd and 10 ball at the 38. Tua under center, receiver to left, tight ends in tight. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. It's going to swing it out to Achane. Achane, nice catch at the 35 and brought down at the 33. That's a gain of 5. Makes it 3rd and manageable for the Dolphins. I guess it's a game of 4. Never mind. But yeah, 3rd and 6 coming up for the Dolphins. Again, honestly, this is what you can really, you want this. You want to screw on your opening drive if you're the Dolphins. Again, you're going to need to put up points tonight. Dolphins defense not exactly the best, and they are, again, going up against Lamar. So you need to keep pace. So you need points on almost every drive. 3rd and 6, Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Tua is going to go ahead and call a timeout. Something was wrong there. Tua immediately heads to his running back, who is out wide. So it looks like there is an alignment issue. So timeout, Dolphins. Dr. Lay, it's women's college basketball. Fast approach. I might be anywhere. Okay, all right, I gotcha. Yeah, no, college basketball just right around the corner. I hope the Dolphins lose by 30 tonight. Let's go Birdies. Oh, RC going with the Ravens. Oh, man, I didn't think you were a Dolphins hater, but here you are. Me, of course, you know, based on who I, am a fan of, you would say I'm leaning for another team. You're leaning for the Dolphins, but, either way, it is what it is. Again, the Steelers have a, game and a half on the Ravens, but they haven't really been able to take advantage. 3rd and 6 for the Dolphins as Tua is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. They need to get to the 27 for a brand new set of downs. Tua hands it off to Achane. Achane turns the corner but finds a flock of Ravens, bringing them down after a gain of 2. Nothing doing there. Looks like they'll have to settle for 3. That's interesting. That's the play you use coming out of a timeout. Didn't realize that this would be on. Interesting. But yeah, it's going to be 4th down. Again, I imagine they kick the field goal, and they are. They actually are going to go ahead and do that. This will probably be a high-scoring game. I hope so. Hey, that'd be fun. 49-yard attempt from the right hash. This is Patterson on for the kick. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 3-0 is your score. Miami over Baltimore. Not taking off too much time at the clock. Again, they moved down the field quickly, but stalled. So Lamar and the Ravens will get the ball whenever we do return. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, MLB, this is the channel for you. So definitely do it. Started making a little bit of videos as well. Had another video today. Some technical issues behind that, but I ended up going ahead and just posting it regardless. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. A lot of positive comments. Appreciate you guys. But again, mostly I do live streams. Saturday, of course, I'll be back for college football. And, of course, on Sunday, I got 3 games for you. I got the Steelers, Colts, of course. And then I'm doing Raiders and Jaguars. And then the Sunday night game that evening, which is, I believe, the Seahawks and the Redskins. So I'll be sure to do that. And, of course, both teams were in the throwback, so I'm very excited about that. And I know you don't see it already up. I had it up, but then I took it down. But they are up, though. I guess I probably don't need to mention that. But show you a little bit of behind the scenes here, what it looks like. But, yeah, no, definitely have these games already ready. Again, I have a lot of college football. So there you go. Yeah, we got you covered. No worry. This is a sports channel. If you're a sports person, guy or gal, you definitely are subscribing to the channel. Of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win. I expect most people to vote for the Ravens, and right now, we have 75% of you guys pulling for the Ravens or thinking the Ravens will win, and you're probably right, to be honest. Again, we'll see. You never know. And, of course, 25% for the Dolphins. But, again, keep in mind, I've covered the Dolphins now. This is my 5th time. They are 2-2 when I cover them. They have not won when I don't. And again, it's random how I pick games, but the Dolphins seemingly fighting this channel a lot. Under 15.5, let's go. All right, well, hey, we still got a lot of football left, Devin, but we'll see what happens. Pulling for you. Any extra Dr. Lake content is always welcome. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Chris. And, of course, a true Raider going with the Raiders. Al Davis. What a legend, man. Raiders could use an Al Davis. It's unfortunate his son. I don't think his son is anything like his dad. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. Definitely not like a Maverick. We need an Al Davis back in the NFL. That'd be good. I think we all would pull for Al Davis. Like if Al Davis was an owner in 2025, like peak Al Davis, like in the 1970s and 80s, We would all be a fan of Al Davis. Fielded at the 3. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet and brought down at the 33-yard line. That is Ali with the return. I don't think there's any relation to Muhammad. I could be wrong. As here comes Lamar Jackson. Again, he's missed the last 3 games. 1-3 record in his first 4 games. Again, he got injured in the Chiefs loss, but they were getting blown out whenever he was removed from that one. So they're looking again to right the ship. When's the Dr. Lay music video dropping? 10,000 subs. We'll do that. So again, I project to get there hopefully next year at the end as he hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down after nothing. Nothing doing there for Derrick Henry. Again, beast mode. Well, I guess it's not really beast mode. That was Marshawn Lynch. I'd pick Henry over Lynch. Who would you guys pick? Would you guys pick Lynch or Henry? I mean, I'm going with Henry. I actually didn't like Lynch, to be honest with you. 2nd and 10 here for the Ravens. Lamar in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending Andrews in motion. And now Lamar's going to change it up. Jackson in the shotgun. Jackson drops back. Looking to his left. Fires. It's caught by Flowers. Tackled immediately at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of about 6. Mike Tomlin's diss track. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Devin going with Henry. True Raider going with Henry. There we go. So you guys know ball. And again, I love my 2000s and early 2010s, but I mean, Henry is a beast. In the shotgun is Jackson. They need to get to the 43. In the shotgun is Jackson. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jackson drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It is. Oh, it's dropped. Incomplete by Bateman. The throw is a little bit off. And again, we might see a little bit of, it'll take Jackson, I imagine, a little bit to get comfortable again. It is his first game back. But Bateman did have both hands on it, so that's a 3-and-out for the Ravens. Jay going with Henry. Jerry going with Henry. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I should ask more questions. Now I'm kind of curious what you guys think on other things. Well, I'll think of some other things. What do you guys? I mean, hey, if you guys have any questions, who was better, that I'd gladly answer. I'm sure the chat will gladly answer too, as here is the punt. Stout on the punt. That's going to bounce at the 13. He's at the 5, and that's going to roll at the 3. Oh, what a great punt. The punt returner was going to let it go, and he made the wrong decision. Now the Dolphins will be pinned back. And again, they had really good field position last time. They started across the 40. So looks like there's no commercial break. That's always good. So yeah, 2 in the offense. Not going to have good field position. 2, apparently, I didn't realize he's thrown 10 picks this year. That's tied for most in the NFL with Geno. Of course, Geno's had a rough year. I'm sure a True Raider knows about all that. Sorry, True Raider. Norfolk State, Mike Vick versus Delaware Deshaun. Are you talking about head coach? Head coach. I don't know. I like both those guys when they were playing. I'd want to play for Mike Vick, honestly. I'd love to play for Michael Vick. 1st and 10 at the 4. In the pistol is Tua. Tua hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down at the 7. That was, I believe, Ollie Gordon, again, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. He's good. He is I think, again, if he's given the opportunity to start, which, again, Achan's one of the best. He's an underrated back himself. But, yeah, Gordon, I think, is really good. He's definitely a talker. Does Tua still have a bad eye? That seems to help. Yeah, right. That seems to help him. No, I don't think so. But yeah, last week, you're right, Jay. Yeah, he couldn't see pretty much out of his right eye, and it threw 4 touchdown passes in that game. 2nd and 7 in the shotgun. Tua, play action, fires. It's caught, cuts inside at the 15, and he fumbles the ball. It's picked up by the Ravens. He's still in bounds and is brought down. Unbelievable. Trying to fight for some more yards. Oh, and that's a killer. Unbelievable. A fumble. And the Ravens will have first, I don't know if it's 1st and goal. I don't know if they're inside the 10. That was Washington on the catch. That was just stripped away. Who stripped it? I couldn't quite see. They're not letting me know. That is tough. It was a nice move there by Washington, but he just was fighting for extra yards, and that's usually not usually what happens, but that's the risk. Wow, that is huge. So it's going to be first and goal. I think it's first and goal. Yeah, first and goal. Go Miami. Ooh, Chell, that's really bad timing to support. That's unfortunate. And you can still support, but just unfortunate that the Dolphins. Jeez, so yeah, first and goal at the 7. Jackson under center, sending a man in motion. Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle, plowing over a guy, and is brought down at the inch line. Ran over a guy. And now it's second and goal again. The turnover sending up the Ravens. They're moving fast. Jackson already under center. Dolphins pointing at someone moved. Hands it off to Henry. Henry fighting forward. Oh, and he's denied. Henry gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What's up, Sigma? How's it going? Good to see you. Joseph, good to see you again. There we go. Miami fumbling makes it more. Yeah, Judkins over Ollie, but I really like Ollie pre-draft. Yeah, both of them are good. I mean, Judkins is really good as well. I just think Ollie was like a guy that no one was really talking about, but he was great at Oklahoma State. Third and goal at the 2. Jackson under center in the eye, actually. Fullback, running back, 2 tight ends. Jackson, play action, moving to his right, throws to the end zone. It is incomplete. Just a little high for likely. And now it's 4th and goal at the 2. I honestly think they go for it, to be honest with you. The Ravens are aggressive, especially when Jackson is in the game, and I think they are. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Again, they got the ball at the 7. You have to score, right? You have to score. You have to go for 6. Delaware State 6, Norfolk State 10. 1:19 left to go in the second. Gotcha. 4th and goal. Jackson is under center again. Jackson moving to his right. Fires. It is caught. Touchdown. Baltimore Ravens. They go for it on 4th and goal. Mark Andrews with the catch. I mean, he wasn't really wide open, but the guy wasn't really near him. I don't know what they were doing there. There was a lot of pre-snap motion with Flowers. Again, Flowers is emerging as a great receiver, so I get that. But yeah, Andrews was pretty much free right in the middle of the end zone. So the Ravens strike for, as far as touchdowns go, they strike first. As a Steelers fan, you can't root for Baltimore. Yeah, no, I definitely am not rooting for Baltimore. Definitely will not. The snap, the hold, the kick, that is up. It is good. 7-3 is your score. Ravens take advantage of the turnover by Washington. That's a killer. Setting up the Ravens at the 7, and 4 plays later, it ends in 7. 7-3, 8:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Chris said go for it. Yeah, they did. Segment, how's it going again? I saw him. My bad if you didn't hear me. True Raider doesn't like it. I do not like the Baltimore Browns. Yeah, the Browns 2.0. Normally, I'd say you got to feel for the a franchise that loses a team and then they're good as soon as they move. But not really I don't feel bad for the Browns. No offense. If there's any Browns fans here, yeah. Wore my Steelers hat to Maryland and got I bet. Oh yeah. I bet, man. Like pro sports, it's like it's like the fan base is much more passionate, I would say, in like the Northeast and the North, really. And then college, that's more like taken seriously in the South. I'm sure though it's still like pretty vicious up there, actually. Yeah, I wore my Pitt Panthers shirt in West Virginia, and this one guy, dude, I was filling up gas, and dude, I swear, he was looking at me the whole time. I thought I was gonna die. I legit, this guy is mad that I'm wearing this Pitt jersey right in the middle of, West Virginia. But yeah, anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. Again, I call games. So, again, if you like the type of broadcast that I have, which is more of that traditional style with, I guess, a modern twist on it, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Just hope both teams have fun. This guy, Donovan. Okay. Okay, Donovan. Sounds like the typical like mom or something. I just hope they both have fun. That's pretty participation trophies. Donovan, a big advocate for participation trophies. Hate to see it. But as always, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to respond to everybody or as much as I can. Of course, again. We do have a poll. Feel free to vote on it. Who wins in Lamar Jackson's return? 75% of you guys with the Ravens, 25% with the Dolphins. Only fans I will troll with in person are Cowboys and Bear fans. Bears fans, interesting. Cowboys fans, 100%. I do it all. Yeah, I actually legit do that. You died today. Well, I'm interesting. Hopefully that's, hopefully you're okay. You seem to be responding as he's at the 10, the 20, 25, and brought down to the 26. That was Eskridge on the return. So, again, we're back here in Miami. Baltimore leading 7-3 over Miami. I got family in Baltimore, and they say they're divided between Washington, D.C. teams and their own. Oh, yeah. I would imagine so. Baltimore, the Ravens didn't really... they weren't a thing till 96, and I imagine the Colts fans in the region, they probably retired of football. And then, of course, the Orioles, they haven't really been good in 20 or 30 years. They've been okay, I guess, the last few years, but, for the most part, they've been not so much. 1st and 10 here at the 26. Tua in the shotgun. Tua touch pass to 8-Chan. 8-Chan at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, and runs out of bounds at the 45 again. When he gets to the outside, 8-Chan is as dangerous as they come. He is so fast. The Dolphins, that's what they specialize in. They have all the speed. Hey, Ghost in the chat. Yeah, Jay's World is again, appreciate you, Jay, for stopping back in, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're okay, though. You're late. Who got the TD? That was Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua under center. Receiver to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion. Tua to toss to 8-Chan. 8-Chan trying to bounce it outside. He does. He's at the 50 and stumbling forward at the 48. That's actually a gain of 6 as they mark him down to 49. But again, 8-Chan is just a difference maker when he gets in the open space. There aren't many people that can catch him. You have to rely on him stumbling down like that. That's really it. So Tua's legit. So Tua legit has CTE. I don't know. I don't think so, but you could say that he does. And if he does, hey, he's a trooper. 2nd and 4, Tua under center. Tua hands it off. Oh, and he's just crunched immediately. I don't think anyone was blocking there. As soon as 8-Chan got the ball, he was just destroyed by... That's Kyle Hamilton. Yes, Kyle Hamilton he's been pretty much a stud ever since he's been drafted out of he just came unblocked. That is amazing. No one blocking there. And now it's going to be 3rd and 7. This under's looking horrendous. Yeah, I was kind of thinking a lot of points here, Devin. That's just, I don't know. I was thinking both these teams can put up points. Not really great defenses, but you never know. Tua drops back. Heavy pressure fires. It's caught at the 45 and brought down at the 43. That is Dolchich with the catch. I guess the backup tight end. Again, I know Waller's been hurt. Psychedelic. Okay, this guy. Well, just be careful out there. Remember the CFL, the Baltimore Stallions won the Grey Cup. That was a weird time. I am actually not familiar with that, the Baltimore Stallions. Mark Andrews, you need Derek. Oh, I'm sure Derek. Yeah, Derek will find the end. So I'm sure 1st and 10 here at the 43. Tua's in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Tua drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's tipped up in the air, and it's almost intercepted. Oh, there were 3 Ravens in the area. He's lucky. That wasn't pass intended for Jalen Waddle. He's already gotten a catch today, looking for another. But, man, that is... You don't want to do that. A lot of time. Oh, yeah, a lot of time left. You're good. You're good. That was Marlon Humphrey on the tip. Again, Marlon Humphrey, a really solid corner as well. The Ravens have some great pieces, but for some reason this year they've been struggling as Tua is in the pistol, receiver to left, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off to Achane at the 40. Rex attack at the 35. He's at the 30, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Achane again when he's moving. Just one of the fastest players in the league. And that time, the O-line was blocking. They're getting out in front, pulling both the guard and the center, of course, pulling to the right side. Maybe he should just close one eye when he throws the rest of the game. He should. Hey, it was working in Atlanta for sure. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins would win that game. With all the speed they have, they're going to play well in domes as he hands it off to Gordon up the middle as he crosses the 20 and brought down at the 18-yard line. It's Gordon with a gain of 3. Again, he's a pretty solid spell. Again, I think if he were on another team, he would definitely be thriving. So now pulling. There we go. Pull for Miami. They're looking good. Plays of 20-plus yards, they were pretty good. Third most from the years 2022 to 2023. The last few years, though, ranked 30th. So you can see why they've been struggling, not used to, not getting those big plays. As Tua throws it out to Gordon. Gordon cuts inside and still on his feet. Now they're going to whistle him dead at the 15. So Gordon again with the 3-yard catch. Gordon again, he is a talker. He loves, man, yeah, you definitely need an Ollie Gordon. Everyone needs an Ollie Gordon. He can judge distance better with one. Apparently, dude. Yeah, he may be. That might be what he needs to do. So far, though, he hasn't really looked too bad. Other than that, again, that one throw in a triple coverage, I would say he's been pretty spot on so far. As Tua's in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tua drops back, looking, pump fakes, fires. It is caught at the 11. But Waddle had to slide to make the catch. So he's a yard short. And Waddle with just a 3-yard catch there. 4th and 1. And they may go for it. Again, I would imagine both teams really, they're playing for their lives. Obviously, you see 2 and 5, 2 and 6. There's no way. But I don't know. Again, you got to play to win. You play to win the game. Now, what coach said that? There's another question there, trivia question. 4th and 1 at the 12. Need to get to the 11. Tua drops back, looking to his right. Now there's a penalty, and that might be against the Dolphins, and that may change up this play call. Yeah, false start. That should back him up. Oh, McDaniel is not happy. Wow, he's rarely animated, but tell you what, that's actually good to see. Oh, yeah, you could say he reacted, and I don't really like that rule myself, but that is the rule. So, yeah, that is, oh, man, he is, tell you what, he's a pretty chill guy. He never really gets animated. That's good to see. It's good to see. Again, maybe he feels the pressure. I know he does. There's no way he doesn't. 35-yard attempt. It is up. It is, oh, and he pushed it right. Oh, my goodness. You march down the field to go from a 4th and 1. Then, of course, the false start, which, again, questionable call there. You could say that he was brought across. Back him up 5. They go for the field goal, and then he pushes it. Oh, man. 7-3 is your score. 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. That's tough. NHL Wild 1, Penguins nothing. Dang it. How does McDaniel still have a job in the NFL? I think he'd be a great offensive coordinator. That's just me. He definitely knows how to scheme it up. He's just not a leader of men, so he can't be the head guy. Don't really care who wins, just need a touchdown. Well, soon, I'm sure. That's a killer, yeah. Herm Edwards, exactly. That is him. You play to win the game. What a legend. He's scared for his job. Yeah, he definitely is, I imagine. I mean, he's, again, been under a lot of scrutiny. He can just, again, the Dolphins players, they just pretty much do whatever they want, and that's not good. They have the talent. I mean, I think most people would agree the Dolphins have a lot of talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but it doesn't matter if you're not putting in the work, and they definitely are not. You have a love-hate relationship with Tristan Jarry. Yeah, Jarry's just not... I don't know. I don't like him. He's just not good. Where the laces in, really? Oh, that's a killer. I think that's a little overblown, but yeah, it definitely helps because you want to hit a clean ball in the back, not the laces for sure. But I don't know. I think you should be able to kick it with the laces. I have. Not really much of a difference. But I'm not a professional kicker. That was more junior high school. Herm Edwards, yeah, he's a legend for sure. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe. I'll be back this Sunday for sure. And, of course, Saturday, actually. I'll be back Saturday, so don't worry about that. In case you're looking for college football, again, I do the group of 5. Is it the most exciting? No, but, that really gives me the best chance to get viewers on Saturday. And, of course, again, Sunday I got Colts, Steelers, Raiders, Jaguars, then, of course, Seahawks and the Redskins. So I'll be doing 3 games. Be doing 3 games this Sunday. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below. I really do try to get to as many comments as I possibly can. All right, Jackson, 1st and 10. He's under center, hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he gets nothing. Nothing doing there for Henry. Showing on the sideline, Tua, he's trying to get his offensive line, I don't know, I guess animated or ready to go. I'm not too sure. So far, Henry hasn't really been able to do much. I mean, that's always a good sign if you're the Dolphins. 2nd and 9 at the 26. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jackson drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 30, breaks a tackle, cuts inside at the 35, brought down at the 36. Nice stuff there by Flowers. Breaking some tackles and diving forward to the first. First down, Ravens. Redskins, careful you don't want to get canceled. Oh, yeah, no. One day I'm sure I'll get canceled. Nah, man, I don't know. I think it was dumb. That's just me. So I don't know. I say Redskins just because I just find the whole thing stupid. 1st and 10 at the 36. In the shotgun is Jackson. Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he gets a few as he crosses the 40, brought down at the 42. Gain of about 6. I feel like Henry's been playing forever. He's been playing for a good bit. Actually, I can't remember when his rookie year was. 2014, 2015. Might not even been that long. I don't know. But yeah, he's still pretty good. 2nd and 4 in the pistol is Jackson. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Jackson gets the snap. It's an option. And he's going to take it himself, but that was the wrong decision. As he gets maybe a yard. I'm not too sure if they'll give him to him. I don't think he was actually brought down. He was extending a yard, but I think they may not give him that. They're highlighting, I guess, again. It was a hamstring, and that's a killer again. Jackson, obviously, his strength is with his legs, so definitely don't want to. That'd be a rough one if he got hurt again. Let's just say that. 3rd and 4, ball at the 42. They need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Jackson drops back, looking to his right. Now over the middle. He's going to take off. Still on his feet. Oh, it's caught at the 45, the 30, the 25. Pushed out of bounds near the 20. Isaiah Likely with the catch. and a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. And that is the end of the first quarter. The Ravens, of course, with the lead, 7-3 over the Dolphins. Of course, they have the ball. Amazing how he's played at such a... Yeah, no, again, Derrick Henry is a Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he is special. Actually, I'm kind of curious on when. Okay, 2016. Yeah, 2016. He's approaching 12,000 yards. Yeah, especially for the modern era where running backs don't... I mean, it's hard to crack at 10,000. Yeah, he's going to get in the Hall of Fame, like, for sure. First 2 years were rough. And I remember, like, he was still kind of inconsistent, I would say, still here. But then he really, you can just see it starting to click. And, yeah. Once he ran downhill, it was pretty much over. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. And, of course, there's a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win tonight's game. 72% of you guys have the Ravens winning, whereas 28% with the Dolphins. Which, honestly, again, it doesn't really surprise me, but you never know. Again, usually when it's kind of that unbalanced, like everyone thinks this one team's going to win, it's usually a lot closer, than you would think. Or it's a flat-out blowout. I mean, that's also the other way. Spike to like. Appreciate you, Lewis. Thank you for checking in, as always, sir. Hopefully we got a good one. Again, the Dolphins have been moving the ball. They just... only have 3 points. Again, 102 yards. They're outgaining the Ravens. Ravens finally, again, they scored their touchdown again, and they had it at the 7, but they're finally starting to move here. That turnover was a killer. The live spread is 13.5. Jeez. That's interesting. I know obviously the Ravens are driving, but, the Dolphins have been moving the ball. You'd think they'll eventually stop turning it over, right? They'll start coming away with points more often. You'd think. Trying to think of other running backs. I like that the Derrick Henry, Marshawn Lynch question. Trying to think who was another power back that I can compare him to. That I don't know. It'd be an interesting question. I don't know. Under 52.5. We'll see. Right now you're trending like you'll get it, but we'll see. Again, the Ravens already at the 23 of Miami. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the 23. Jackson is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle. Oh, and they go low on him as he takes an awkward tumble there down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3 as we're just now beginning the second quarter. Again, it's 7-3. Well, the question was, who would you take, Marshawn Lynch or Derrick Henry? And everyone pretty much took Henry. I'm still trying to think of another one. Like, what would be another comparison for Henry? I could say the Bus. Bus was a power back, but they were kind of built different. 2nd and 7 here for the Ravens. Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Jackson gets the snap, looking over the middle. Fading way back, fires. It's caught by Andrews at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And they've left Andrews pretty much wide open again. There was a guy on him, but he was just getting toasted. Andrews finding the open zones. I don't know if they're playing man-to-man or zone, but, whatever it is, they are not. Oh, I see it. It was a pick play. Oh, wow, and Andrews was as free as can be. And now it's 13-3. Lynch because Henry fumbles. Interesting. I don't know. I'd roll with Henry. I was not really a Lynch guy. All right, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And just like that, it's 14-3. Ravens leading over the Dolphins with 14-10 left to go here in the second quarter. Showing Mike McDaniel there. Again, it's got to be rough. I mean, if they get blown out here on Prime, I mean, you got to say that you'll probably hear it tomorrow. They'll be fired. So he's coaching for his job. I don't know. Let me look here. Let's see. So I like this website. It's called Pro Football Reference. Let's see where they have Derrick Henry sandwiched between Tiki Barber and Priest Holmes. Where was Lynch? Was Lynch up here? I doubt it. There's no way. He was. Oh, wow. Lynch. So this website has Lynch more than interesting. All right. We're back. Barkley or Henry? All time wise, you take Henry, but I like Barkley, though, currently. But all time, I got to go with Henry. As that is booted in the end zone, he's going to take a touchback. So, again, we'll see what the Dolphins going to do. They should have it at the 35, so that should be decent field position for them. Again, they've been moving the ball. They just can't seem to finish their drives. That is a killer. That is a killer. Again, a missed field goal. Of course, again, a turnover, which that was first play of their drive. But so far, they've been really winning their battles with the Ravens defense. They just only have 3 points to show for it. What's McDaniel's all-time record? Give me a sec, and I got you covered. It's got to be around 500 if I had to guess. Tua is under center, fullback in the backfield. That's kind of a throwback. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Achane in the backfield. Sending a man in motion. Tua tosses to Washington. Washington trying to find something. Reverses field. And he's going to find something over here as he's at the 40 and brought down at the 41-yard line. That was going to be a loss of 10. But he turns it into a positive gain of 6. Good stuff there by Washington. That was a different Washington, by the way. Not the Washington that fumbled. Mike McDaniel is 30 and 29. Yeah, he's about 500. Going to say 32 and 31. Yeah, pretty much. Well, what was it? 30 and 29 or something like that? I can't remember. 30 and 29, yeah. All right, Tua's under center. Ball at the 42. Tua, it's a toss to Achane. Achane cuts inside. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 49. Again, the Dolphins are moving the ball well, but they're actually, again, right here, about to show off the miscues. Again, a fumble by the other Washington. And, of course, again, a false start. Again, it was a questionable call there, and of course, that led to a field goal that was pushed by the kicker. So, again, this game could be way different had those things not happened, but unfortunately for them, that's not the case. Dolphins will win. It's not how you started, it's how you finish. There we go, Wallace. That is true. We'll see how they finish as Tua, play action, moving to his left, fires. It's caught by Dulcich at the 45 and brought down at the 43. Dulcich. I'm trying to remember the name there. I can't. Dulcich. Is it Dulcich? I'm hearing both names from Al Michaels and Herb Street, so we'll see. You're a close guy. Hey, good stuff on a guess. I was thinking 500. I didn't put an actual record there. But yeah, good stuff. Tua under center, ball at the 43, sending a man in motion. Gordon is now in the backfield. Tua sending a man in motion again. Play action. Tua steps up, fires down the right side. He's got a guy open. It's caught at the 12. Brought down immediately. But there is a flag. Oh, and this could be a killer if it's against the Dolphins. Brought down around the 7, and again, we'll see what happens. Mike McDaniel can't believe it. He doesn't like it. Oh, wow, this is interesting. That's a huge play. He was pretty much as free as can be for NFL standards. So, again, we're kind of waiting the call on the field here. Oh, wow. If they really call that, that's going to be a weak call. If that is on Gordon, appreciate you, Draven. Oh, my goodness. Ollie Gordon tripped, and they're going to call it a chop block. Or they're going to call it tripping. Again, Gordon, he slipped. Oh, my goodness. That was a horrible call. McDaniel, like Terry McCauley, he was a long-time ref. He, of course, and Ollie Gordon is losing it on the sideline. Yeah, I don't blame him. Again, that wipes away a huge play. Oh, my goodness. Again, the referees have been atrocious this year. He slipped and fell. That's a horrible call. Yeah, bad call. That's a horrible call. Now, the coaches, I don't know why the one coach is yelling at Gordon. Yeah, that's on the coach, probably. Okay, I thought he was mad at the refs. He's mad at the coach. I don't know why the coach is getting mad at him. It wasn't his fault. That was a horrible call. Tua in the shotgun. Tua drops back, looking, fires down the left side. It is caught. I believe he had a foot out of bounds. Yes, it was caught by Connor. Couldn't quite keep his foot in bounds, and it's 3rd and 16 now for the Dolphins. Vegeta loves it, but yeah, no, that's a horrible call. And, of course, again, Gordon yelling. I don't know why the coach was yelling at. It wasn't McDaniel, some other position coach yelling at Gordon for no reason. That's a tough one there. Tua kind of missed him. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 for the Dolphins. They're at the 42. They need to get to the other 42. Tua drops back. It's a screen to Achane. Achane's at the 40. He cuts inside at the 45, but tripped up at the 48. And the Dolphins fans are not happy. They're booing. And I would too. That's why penalties should be review of this. Give a certain amount of challenges to be a coach. I don't know. I mean, that's just too much. That is too much. I feel like just reviewing penalties, it would just be it would drag out the game even more. But again, bad calls, I think, I mean, they should be, like, the referees should be held accountable. That's the problem. They're not held accountable. Here is the punt. And it's going to be caught at the 6. Oh, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and sliding down at the 24-yard line. He took a big hit there. That was Wester on the return. Return of about 18 yards. Awful call. Yeah, Jonah, that was a terrible call. That was a bad call. And that cost, I mean, the Dolphins, again, another, just a what if. Again, you can always play the what if game or whatnot. But yeah, the Dolphins have a lot of what ifs tonight. Self-inflicted and non-self-inflicted. That is a tough one. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. Hey, what happened to Pittsburgh on Friday night? Pittsburgh doesn't really play on Fridays. So I don't know. No idea. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. And of course, again, if you do like the style of broadcast that I have here, make sure again to like and subscribe. Of course, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many of the comments as I possibly can. So again, feel free to chat down below. But yeah, this is definitely a chat. I try to respond to you guys. You guys are definitely a very important part of the channel. So I recognize that and definitely try to respond as often as I can. Of course, during the game, of course, I'm going to be calling the game. But you know, of course, I'll try to look over there. And during commercials, obviously, it's a chat. Most likely, I'll be looking at the chat here like I am now. Think they should have former players be refs, and that really don't mean. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I think, again, the NFL should be, you know, same for the MLB. You know, again, I'm against robo-umps there for many reasons. But, you know, if they make a bad call, they need to be paid a lot of money. But also, again, if they make a bad call and mess up a lot, then they're fined. They're suspended without pay. And they're publicly scrutinized, as they should be. But again, also pay him a lot of money to where all that outside, sliding people money here and there is eliminated. But yeah, no, they should be paid much more. But also, again, saying that, then you're fined a lot more. Well, you're fined just in general. They're barely fined. I don't even know if they are. But yeah, then again, they're punished and they're suspended without pay. That's how it should be. Cheese said, your cheese out. It happens. Defense didn't show up in the second half. Doctors, I don't know what you mean. What you mean there, Jacob? So 1st and 10 here at the 23. Jackson is under center. Jackson, play action, rolling to his left, now moving to his right. And down Jackson goes, and he slams the ball down. He's frustrated, as that is a sack. Jones with the sack. He finished him off again. The Dolphins are all over him. Just bring in the AI? Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't like AI. I mean, I like it, but I don't know. But yeah, I got you. Again, it's just dumb. It's all dumb. All right, 2nd and 20 now for the Dolphins. Showing off Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator. In the shotgun is Jackson. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Jackson clapping, gets the snap off, hands it off to Henry up the middle. He's at the 20, the 25, and brought down at the 27. They get a lot back there and a little bit more. Makes it 3rd and manageable for the Ravens. Who do you think will get traded on Tuesday? I don't know, actually. NFL doesn't really get a lot of trades. More so in the last few years. But, yeah, I don't know. Sad part is they're showing the probability to win AFC North. The Steelers, despite being 4-3, do not have the highest percentage. The Ravens at 2-5 do. That's sad. 3rd and 6 at the 27. They need to get to the 33. Jackson drops back, looking to his right, floats it up down the right side, and that is incomplete. Bateman is looking for a flag, and he's not granted one. Bateman really upset. Now there's a flag. Now there's a late flag. Now if this is against the Dolphins, that's going to be a killer. Oh, this might be against the Ravens. Might be a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Ravens. Rashad Bateman was not happy with the no call. Now, I did see a little bit of a tug. I don't know if it really impacted. Your team's being really dumb lately. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see here. Let me look at the play. And I don't know. I mean, yeah. I could see it. I could also not see it. There's a lot more that's not called. Yeah, but the refs are going to miss calls then. Yeah, I got you. Batman, what are you talking about? I'm lost now. I don't know what you guys are saying. All right, so 4th and 19 again. The Ravens are going to punt. Here is Stout on the punt. Jeez, booming punt. He's at the 30, bounces it outside the 35. There's a 40, there's a flag at the 45. He's at the 50, 45, and tripped up inside the 40, but it's probably coming back because, again, usually flags, there's always usually something that's going to be brought back. We need to make a trade for a wide receiver. Yeah, I agree. I would love to get Waddle. I don't think it happens. Let's go Fins. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see there, Raider. Oh, kicking team. Oh, wow. That's going to be, okay. Well, again, that was a great return, so that's just going to move them up another 10. So now they're going to be inside the 30. Wow, holding usually on the return team, but not so. Instead of Bateman, I'll call him Batman. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Understood. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 28 for Miami, and there is an injured Dolphin, I guess. I don't recall when that was, but yeah, he is definitely not happy or hiding himself. Oh, so you got to get Draven, Batman, I guess. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Tua's in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. And he fires it in the turf, incomplete. Guess nothing was developing there, and he felt the pressure. Dolphins starting defensive end is being taken back. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins. Again, 14-3 is your score. Ravens leading. 8:45 left to go here in the second quarter. Dolphins trying to get something going. Again, they've looked like the better team offensively. They just can't finish their drives. That's the problem. Tua in the shotgun. Tua sending a man in motion. Play action. Fires over the middle. It is tipped and incomplete. The pass a little bit behind Waddle. Waddle trying to get something going, but just can't. Sending again. Looking at the replay here. Just nice play design, just a little bit behind. Again, I don't know, Humphrey was right there too, so I don't know. If you're Tua, just wait, again, if you can, another second. I know that's a lot of time in the NFL, but would have been a big difference there. 3rd and 10 now for the Dolphins. Again, he had great field position. Would be a shame if you can't get anything here. Tua in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 26, brought down at the 25. Nothing doing there for the Dolphins, and now you have to wonder what they'll be doing here. And they're going to take the points. Probably the right call. That's just a bummer. That's a bummer. Again, you're the Dolphins. You're set up very good, very nice, and you can't come away with anything. And, of course, when you have bad field position, then you drive. That's interesting. Who do you think's going to win? Well, I would say the majority here in the poll is probably accurate. You never know, though. You never know how it could go. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. He makes that one as it's now 14-6. Ravens, of course, with the lead with 7:57 left to go in the second quarter. So both teams have the records they do. Yeah, you're right. What's up, Dr. Lay? Good to see you. Oh, how's it going, Snowman? Good to see you. Good to see you. Teams need to look for a defensive end somewhere else. Max Crosby is not an option. He retires Raider. We'll see there. I don't know. Dr. Storytime. Me and my friend were playing Fortnite with some random 4 a.m. He asked what time it was when he said... Wait, hold on. The chat's moving. When he asked what time it was, then said it's time. I got to go out and find my brother's killer, and then left. That is actually wild if true. That's pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. That is wild. What the heck? I don't foresee him leaving. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You never know. That's wild, though, Draven. That's pretty crazy. You got to find the brother's killer. That's wild. He just left? Maybe he clipped something. I don't know. Maybe he's also a guy that's streaming or something, or posting videos on TikTok. I don't know. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. Again, I go for more of the traditional style with kind of a modern twist. So hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully you guys subscribe. Again, this is what I've been doing. I've been doing it since March. We are definitely a fast-growing channel here on YouTube, so definitely subscribe today. It's fast and free and easy to do, folks. You won't have to pay me anything. I assure you. It's free to subscribe. I swear to you, Doctor, we started calling him Batman. That's wild. I see now. I see why Batman's kind of there. I actually played a match. I played one match of Fortnite earlier. I played OG Fortnite. And, I still kind of got it. Landed at Lucky Landing. Wiped out Lucky Landing. Because, everyone that lands at Lucky is usually trash. And, yes, I'm aware I land at Lucky Landing. So I get what you're thinking. And I am not good, but I'm also better than not good. So it's free kills. That's kind of why. Got to the top 5 and got wrecked. These guys were pushing me. Or this one, person pushed me in. That was not very nice. Did not appreciate how forward they were and thought I was trash. Got him down to 1 health, too. Really frustrating. Hit him with the pump. Just didn't happen. NHL Wild 1, Penguins nothing, of course. Jeez. All right, we're back here in Miami. Again, it's 14-6 with just under 8 minutes to go. 7:57 left to go here in the second quarter. As Patterson kicks it off to resume this one. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's at the 25, and a lot of contact there at the 28. Jeez, and they're drawing back and forth. Yeah, that was a big hit. It was wild timing because my friend worked at a prison and just got off that morning. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, what the... Wow, that is pretty wild. All right, again, the Ravens, of course, leading on the scoreboard. But honestly, again, if you were actually to watch the game, you'd think the Dolphins were the better team. If you look at the stats here, again, the Dolphins with more yards, more first downs, more time of possession, but also more turnovers. And that's kind of a big deal. Again, 7 points on that turnover, and it's an 8-point game. 1st and 10 at the 28. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Tight end in tight. That is likely out there as Jackson drops back, looking to his left. Now dumps it off over the middle. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 35. That is Mitchell with the catch and run for a gain of about 7. Keaton Mitchell on the catch. He also was on the return there, apparently. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Ravens. Again, the Ravens, a team that feel like, hey, they can easily get back and take this division away from the Steelers. The Steelers that don't want it, apparently, losing 2 in a row. Very winnable games as well. That's what's frustrating, too, is Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he is brought down after a gain of a yard. I don't know if he got 2. Going to be close. But best case scenario, it's 3rd and 1 coming up for the Ravens. UTSA 31, Tulane 6. That would be an upset. Tulane, I think they've been pretty good if I recall. That would be a huge upset, Raider. Jeez. All right, 3rd and 1 coming up for the Ravens. Jackson is under center. Receiver to the left, tight ends in tight. Jackson hands it off to Henry, trying to get there. He's pushing, but can't. And the Dolphins stop him, actually about a half yard behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, that's a big stop now for the Dolphins. Again, I doubt they go for it. They're deep in their own territory. I guess you never know in today's NFL, but that was a great open field tackle by Trader Jr. Again, Henry still fighting, but not quite able to get there. So 4th one, yes, they're going to punt. NHL, the Penguins won. There we go. Penguins tying it up. Thank you again, Raider. I appreciate the updates. Again, feel free to, if you guys want to share some scores, I'll definitely gladly read them out. As that's going to bounce at the 15. Almost touches him. Oh, that is lucky. He almost cost the Dolphins. Would have been another dumb turnover. So it goes to the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins will take over at the 20 with 5:37 left to go here in the second quarter. Looking to get something going as well. Again, they've been moving. They just can't seem to finish drives. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, you like college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe. It's completely free to do so, folks. And, again, I'll be back this Sunday for 3 games. Of course, my Steelers will be there. I'm sure you Ravens fans probably don't care to hear that. But, yes, I'm a Steelers fan, in case you weren't wondering, or you were wondering. Weren't or were, either way. Even if you weren't or were, I'm going to let you know anyway. And of course, I do other games as well, not just the Steelers. Obviously, this is proof that I do that. But again, after the Steelers game, I'll be doing Raiders and Jaguars, and of course, later that night for Redskins and the Seahawks. Some people also call them the Commanders, and then other people call them the Commies. Either one is accepted. That is fine. I prefer Redskins or Commies. You want to say Commanders, that's fine with me too. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe. Hoping Toronto wins tomorrow. Yeah, it would be nice to wrap that up there on Friday. I feel like it's going to 7. I feel like it's going to 7. Yeah, I haven't really checked out some other scores. Let me go and do that. Let's see what we got here. Is that going to there we go. So yeah, UTSA 31, Tulane 6, and Marshall leading Coastal Carolina 20-17 at the half. That's in college football, of course. Let's see here. I don't know if that's going to refresh. Will it refresh? All right, let me refresh it myself. So there you go. 1-1 Penguins and Wild. Sabres trailing the Bruins 3-2. Flames and Senators 2-2. Stars and Lightning 1-1. Flyers 3. Predators 1. Hurricanes 3. Islanders 1. Canucks 2. Blues 2. Jets 3. Blackhawks 1. Nothing there. Rangers and Oilers. And then in the NBA, I'll refresh here. I don't know if that's updated or not. The Magic leading 120-100 over the Hornets. Bucks 60, Warriors 58 at the half, Thunder 59, Wizards 49, and then the Heat up 42-38 on the Spurs. That's what's happening across the sports world. Of course, there's many other sports, but yeah. Do you call the Cleveland Guardians the Indians? Yes. Though I'm not really as, I don't know. Like the Guardians kind of ends like the Indians. Indians, Guardians. So I don't like hate it as much. I think that's a much better name. But yes, I do call them the Indians. But Guardians, I don't really hate the Guardians. In the shotgun is Tua. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Tua hands it off to Achane. Achane trying to find something, but the Ravens are all over him as he gets nothing. Again, interesting. They're trying to run up the middle, and they've had a lot of success, but I really feel like it's been more success when they run outside the tackles, especially with Achane. Achane's, and he's a speedster. Gordon again, he's just an all-around guy, but I think he would have a little bit more success. Looks like there's, I don't know, I'm hearing whistles and they're not really showing the game, so I don't know if something happened. Kyle Hamilton down. Ooh, that would be a huge loss. But he's on the ground. He looks like, well, actually, I don't know. I don't want to speculate if he looks okay, but he's moving a lot on the ground. Doesn't look like he's in any serious pain. Hopefully he's okay, though. Now he's taking off his helmet. Now I don't know. Oh, his shin. Something with his shin. Oh, that would be a huge loss if he's unable to finish this game. Let's show the replay here. Oh, he got cleated there in the ankle. And then he wrapped his leg around and hit a lineman. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's tough. A lot of stuff happening there. I think he'll be okay, but, man, that is tough. He got cleated in the ankle, and then, of course, his right leg swung around and hit a lineman. He is jogging off the field under his own power, so he should be fine. But he's a great player, so that is a tough one. How did the FIU and Mississippi? Hold on one second, as we are not ready to go. That's going to be a flag. Probably going to be against the Dolphins. How did the FIU versus Missouri game get more viewers than this NFL game? Because I was probably the only one. Or I wasn't the only one doing it, but not as much competition. Now with this one, I have a lot of people competing against me. I'm not a big channel, Joseph. I'm still at 1,000, 1,700. But I am a growing channel, and I try to keep this in perspective. Like, I obviously want more. I believe I can get there. I believe I will get there, and definitely be a very successful channel. But I'm actually doing very well for a channel my size. So I try to keep that in perspective. I do look at others. They're getting a lot more, but they also have a lot more subs. So in time, I believe I will be very, very successful. Tua drops back, looking. It's a swing pass caught by Washington. He's at the 20. And, oh, what a tackle. I don't know how that's not a face mask. And Washington brought down at the 23. I'd like to see the replay. Oh, no, that wasn't a face mask. Wow, that was just a tackle around the neck. Actually, it was Kyle Hamilton with the tackle. Wow, that was wow, geez. You just subscribed. Appreciate you, man. I assumed you already did, to be honest. This is your second night back-to-back nights. Appreciate you, Joseph. But yeah, no, again, I compare if I compare myself to other channels that are much bigger, obviously I'm going to get killed. But channels my size, I'm actually doing very, very well. Tua in the shotgun, drops back. Wow. Is there a delay of game here? No, it's going to be a timeout. by Baltimore. Baltimore taking a timeout with 0 seconds left on the play clock. I don't know if they would have gotten it off. Interesting. So, timeout Ravens, 3rd and 7, 4:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Thursday, yeah, this is Thursday. So, yeah, Friday, I won't be on here, as I said the other day. I'm on here 6 days a week. Fridays, I actually call games for a local high school, so I won't be on at all for Friday. So, but I'll be back again Saturday, Sunday, pretty much Saturdays through Thursdays, pretty much, or whatever, that's pretty much the schedule. But I'll be back. And again, you don't have to show up, of course, to every stream. But definitely helps, though, if you do subscribe. Even if you don't show up ever again, it definitely helps out me. It really does. 3rd and 7 in the shotgun. Tua drops back, looking to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 36. Waddle with a great adjustment. The throw is behind. Waddle able to stop on a dime and make the catch. Waddle is legit. I'm sure most of you guys know that, but again, he's always overshadowed by Tyreek Hill. But Waddle would be a number one on most teams. He really would be. He is a great receiver. So we'll see if Waddle, again, only at 37 yards, but he's a talent. He is so good. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Tua drops back, play action, fires. It's caught at the 50 by Waddle at the 45, cuts outside at the 40, and slung down at the 38-yard line. What a catch and run by Jalen Waddle. Waddling his way to a first down. He's lying. He made me watch it. Yeah, I actually did force Draven to watch every Pirates game. Held Draven at gunpoint and forced him. Despite not knowing where Draven lives, I made sure to actually force him. Watch every Pirates game. 74 of them. I covered 74 Pirates games this year. 1st and 10 at the 39. Tua in the pistol. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Tua. It's a toss to Washington. Washington bounces it outside and is brought down at the 36. Another tackle by Washington, or at least around the head for Washington. Now Gordon's slow to get up. And that's not good, because Gordon, again, he doesn't really play too much, but when he does, he always makes an impact, and he is down. Oh, man. I really hope he's okay. He's such a great... Obviously, you really hate to see injuries, but... Looks like it was friendly fire there by Gordon. Ooh, well, maybe not friendly fire. Landed, looks like his foot was underneath the defender that landed on him. That's a tough one. I hope he's okay. He told me if I didn't watch, Bob Nutting would stay on it. Oh, yeah, 100%. Bob Nutting is legit. He's going to stay as our owner forever. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. We have an injury timeout. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, you guys are very much appreciated for hanging out with me tonight. There are a lot of people out there calling this game right now. I totally know that, and I really do appreciate you guys for the support. You guys have been awesome. And hopefully, again, I'm earning that subscription. Again, it's free. I know that's a very, misleading word to say, hey, subscription. I don't want to pay you. I don't want to pay you. Who are you? Who are you, random Steelers fan on YouTube, to ask me for money? I'm not. Make sure, again, to subscribe. It is free. I'm not charging you nothing. I promise. No bill will be sent. No financial stuff is exchanged. You just press the subscribe button, and nothing happens. I promise. No bill will be sent to you. Hampton, Judkins, and Ollie all getting hurt. Yeah, that is interesting. All the rookie running backs. That is interesting, yeah. That's tough for the Chargers, too. Again, they lost Najee, too, for the year. And that was, oh, man, I watched that one, too. That was, I love Najee, man. I know Najee got a bad rap in Pittsburgh, but, man, he really did great. The offensive line is terrible. He literally did all he could. You give him, the 2016 Cowboys O-line, that guy's averaging, 5.5, 6 yards a carry, like Zeke was. I'm telling you, Najee was good. He just literally got PTSD. I know everyone kind of sees, if you guys know, probably saw the stuff on Twitter, him missing the open gaps. He literally, from his rookie year, had PTSD with how bad that one. The 2021 O-line, horrible. He averaged like 3.9. He fought for those 3.9 yards carry. Made him literally have to be shifty instead of the downhill runner that he was. I know sub sounds like paying a membership. Oh, man, I got a bot just spamming there. And membership sounds free, but it's the opposite. Oh, yeah, no, again, it's completely free. Yeah, YouTube, I wish they would just call it follower. It would be so much easier, I think, for small channels to get follows, you know. So Ollie Gordon heading to the blue tent. I really hope he's okay. Again, a sixth-round pick, but, I mean, that is some serious value. He is legit. I really hope he gets an opportunity one day to start. Again, 8chan's really good, too. He's amazing. So, but if he ever goes to another team, it'd be cool. 2nd and 7 here at the 36, sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off to 8chan. He's going to cut it up the middle. Now bounce it outside at the 30. He's at the 25. Still on his feet as he crosses the 20. He just wouldn't go down. 8chan, not known for his, breaking tackles and everything like that. He just wouldn't go down. Now, it does help that the Ravens, I think, were trying to rip away the ball. But, yeah, what a run by 8chan. Looks like it was a counter. Good stuff there by 8chan, getting close to the 20-yard line. 8 rushes, 47 yards. Looks like they're going to tick it down to 2 minutes. So we just had a commercial break. We have another there. So 2-minute warning, 14-6 is your score. Ravens, of course, on top. Dolphins are driving. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Just woke up from a nap. I gotcha. It's kind of like it's good to see you, Joseph. Again, I don't know what happened to YouTube with the names, but yeah, now you're oblivion to me. So, but yeah, it's kind of like the what was that movie called? The Truman Show. Good afternoon. Was it good morning? And in case I don't see it, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's going to be, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Of course, feel free again to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Hey, man, if you want to talk about this game, that's great. If you want to talk about football, history. Oh, yeah, that's right. I asked you guys earlier, who would you guys take out of Henry or Lynch? Let's see if we can find another guy. So we got Henry. Again, Henry, Hall of Famer. I think most of us would agree. Maybe not. I don't know. You look at this Hall of Fame meter here. He's actually not that high up. That's actually shocking to me. I thought he would have. I thought he would be. So maybe he's not. But again, I feel like, I don't know. It should adjust for error. It usually does a good job there. Let's see. He was a good comparison. Derrick Henry. Let's try to get a good power back here. I don't know. Edgerrin James wasn't really a power back. But who would you guys take? Edgerrin James? You guys have any Edgerrin James or Derrick Henry? I don't know. I think I would probably go with James. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think? Edgerrin James or Derrick Henry? Now, if you happen to be born in the 2000s, you probably have no idea who Edgerrin James is. That's a tough one. Look him up. He was really good. So, yeah, it is very odd. Whatever. As long as you know who it is. Yeah, I got you with the wrench. You have a pretty iconic, actually, like picture there. It's like sunglasses and then a huge smile. Yeah, I guess it's like a filter. I'd hope that's a filter, actually. That would be kind of concerning if that wasn't a filter. But, not judging, but I guess I am. Lamont Jordan, hey, that's a name right there. Lamont Jordan, Raider legend, also played for the Jets. And did he play for the Bills? Maybe I'm wrong there. Lamont Jordan. Actually, I want to look that up. Looks like we are returning to action here in Miami. Lamont Jordan. Did he play for the Bills too? Jets, Raiders, New England Broncos. Okay, I have blue. Kind of close. 1st and 10 at the 21. Tua hands it off to 8chan up the middle. He's fighting. The pile's moving, but not moving much as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's an old picture. Laker hat. Oh, Laker hat, yeah. Not much of a Laker guy. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Dolphins. Ticking under 140 and counting here. Again, if you're the Dolphins, you definitely want to punch this in. There's no way you can walk away with just 3. Tua in the pistol, receiver to left, two receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off to Achane. Achane trying to find something. Fights forward still at the 13-yard line where he's brought down. And we'll see timeout. Baltimore going to take a timeout. So 1:10 left to go. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Dolphins. Good run there by Achane. Again, he's fighting for those extra yards tonight. Not saying he usually does it, but again, he's more of a speed back. The Lakers, they should trade for AD, and they need a center. Yeah, I think the Lakers should probably send Luka for Anthony Davis for sure. Franco Harris, yeah, Franco Harris really good. And Steelers have had great backs. Franco Harris, of course, there was the bus. And I don't know who the third best back would be. I guess you could put in Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if I make it an all-time team. Do I put Le'Veon Bell? You know, he was kind of a cancer, honestly. Say Lamont Jordan because he is insane. This guy, your dad has a plaque of him in full stride. Now, I'm sure he was. Score in our game, 42-21 at halftime. 1 minute ago was oh wow, geez, a lot of scoring there. 3rd and 2. Tua hands it off to Achane, and Achane can't go anywhere as he's dropped in the backfield. Oh, that's a killer. Interesting. They went with runs there, all runs. Not putting it in Tua's hands. Of course, again, they were kind of letting Achane run it down the field there in the later half of the drive. Started the first part of the drive, it was passing and it was working. Then they started running the ball and it was working. But didn't elect to pass it as we got closer to the end zone. Now, again, timeout Ravens. That's their 3rd and final timeout. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. And this is huge. I think McDaniel's going to call a timeout. Tua in the shotgun, trips to the right, two receivers to the left. Tua trying for the hard count. Takes the snap, looking to his left, floats it up to the end zone, and it's just a miscommunication. Incomplete. Oh my goodness, I don't understand that. Why a fade route in the back corner of the end zone, a low percentage throw. Oh, man, I really hate that for the Dolphins fans. Just not a good play call, in my opinion. I'm usually a big fan of Mike McDaniel and his play calling. Not necessarily him as a head coach, but that is just not a good call. 5 wide. You have to have a back in there. And again, not a low percentage throw. That is a killer. Junior high game was 6 minute quarters, 2 hours, so 75-44. Jeez. 1st and 10 here at the 13. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Jackson drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle. Moving to his left is Jackson trying to escape. Fires. It's tipped. And it is incomplete. Pass intended for Andrews. Andrews taking a tumble on the sideline, running into a few coaches. And is thrown right back out there. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Ravens. Google his name. There's a picture of him in images, an exact picture on the plaque. Probably the same plaque my dad has. I'll have to look at it. AP or CMC? Oh, Adrian Peterson for sure. For sure. Should be 15-14. Yeah, you can make the argument for sure, Chris. It is definitely the Dolphins, again, driving the field but can't finish drive. 2nd and 10 at the 13. Lamar in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jackson drops back, looking, moving in the pocket, dumps it off. It's caught. This is Hill, and Hill is punished as he's brought down at the 16-yard line. Lamar is scrambling way. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I think they either two things. One, they want to take it easy because, of course, the hamstring. 2, he's actually not good to go, but the Ravens' season is on the line, so that's probably why. So, yeah, I definitely... And that, again, that's going to mess up his throwing. Again, I've mentioned earlier that some of his throws have been a little bit off. And, of course, again, the timing there, not playing for 3 or 4 weeks, that's going to mess you up. But, I don't know, not exactly... I mean, again, statistically looking good, but some of the throws have been a little bit off tonight. But he's okay. But, yeah, I would say the injury... Probably do the... Oh, yeah, 100%. Cheney. AP was so fun back then. Dude was automatic. Oh, yeah, AP was so good. Play this Warriors and Bucks game is better than the NFL. Oh, really? Is it? I don't know. I'm not an NBA guy. I don't think I ever will be. 3rd and 5 at the 17. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jackson looking to his right. Fires. It's caught by Bateman. And he is slung down immediately at the 21-yard line. And there is a flag. I feel like almost every game I call, there's like at least 10 to 15 combined penalties. It's probably 15. It's bad. So many penalties now. Today's actually been a kind of a clean game, only at 5. Offside offense. And that is going to be declined. So, I mean, the Ravens going to have to punt it with 41 seconds. The Dolphins still have a timeout left. So, I guess in theory they still could drive the field here. But that'd be rough. Again, it's been a rough for the Dolphins. Not able to finish drives. I'm sure they'll gladly take 3 at this point. I don't know if they expected to get the ball back. The Warriors are winning 73-72. Nice. Stout back to punt as he boots it away. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, and Washington lets it bounce. And that was a mistake as he is pummeled at the 18. Washington really needed to take that in the air. Letting it bounce, making more time trickle off the clock. That is a killer if you're the Dolphins. Greatest Dolphins running back ever, Ricky Williams. Are you talking about all time or maybe season performances? I don't know. Season performances, I guess you have an argument there. I mean, I guess the one guy that comes to mind would be like Larry Zonka. I don't know if he would be the best. Joseph, I'm not too sure, but I would think Larry Zonka. I'm sure, I don't know, I might be missing someone else. Trying to think. I can't really think of anyone else. 1st and 10 at the 19 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tua hands it off to 8-Chan. 8-Chan cuts it inside at the 25, the 30, and brought down at the 32, and the Dolphins will take their last timeout. Gain of 12. 24 seconds left. And that was their final timeout. I don't know if they're going to do much. Go Bucks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'm not really much of a... The Bucks, yeah, they're down 79-75. Thunder 83, Wizards 72. Heat and the Spurs are at half. Magic over the Hornets today, 123-107. So again, timeout there for Miami. Their last of the half. It's only 24 seconds left to go. They crossed the 30. Ideally, to give your kicker a chance, you want to get to the 40. The other 40, of course. That's about 30 more yards. 45 gives it about a 62, 63-yard attempt, which everyone seemingly can make nowadays, so maybe that. 1st and 10. Tua fakes the handoff. Steps up, swings it out to 8-Chan. 8-Chan just needs to get out of bounds, and he does. So again, only a gain of 2. Now there's 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Baltimore doing a good job of defending. Again, Tua couldn't go anywhere. So again, I don't know. The Dolphins, they really needed that play to do something inbounds. Now it's like, yeah, just play the edges. And I imagine the Ravens they're playing the edges. 2nd and 9, ball at the 32. Tua in the shotgun, trips the right, 1 to the left. Tua drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is caught. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 50. They got to hurry up. They got to clock it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And there it is. It's going to be clocked with 4 seconds left to go. And I don't know what they would really do here. This would be a 69-yarder. Don't really watch basketball. I just look at final scores. That's literally me. Dolphins this year, cool. I'm just wondering what his range is. Well, this year, they're the only team in the NFL without a 50-yard field goal. That is actually wild. Appreciate you, Draven. Thank you again. So it looks like they are going to, keep the offense on the field. 2nd and 10 at their own 49. Tua drops back, looking, fires. That is going to be thrown out of bounds, incomplete. With 1 second left. And the Dolphins fans are booing. I don't know. That was interesting. I guess you give it a shot. That is a rough one. Again, they've been And again, you look at the yards. I mean, I feel so bad, and we'll go over that later. But it is. I mean, the Dolphins just can't seem to catch a break. Tua in the shotgun, trips to the right, one to the left. Tua drops back. Looking. Fading back. Now stepping up. No, he's going to take a sack. Oh, my goodness. And the Boo Birds are all over him. Everyone thumbs downing. Ravens fans clapping. Dolphins fans with hands on their heads. They can't believe it. So that is the end of the first half. 14-6 Ravens, of course, leading over the Dolphins. That is a killer. Wow, again, I mean, we'll go over the stats here real quick. So looking at this game. Get rid of that. We want yours. Oh, I bet so. I bet. All right, Lamar, 8 for 12, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, pass rating of 128. Again, hasn't really been tasked to do much, and that's okay. Again, that's what's winning right now. And then for Tua, 15 for 22, 152, no touchdowns, no picks. Again, he's been okay, but, been kind of inconsistent. All right, we have Derrick Henry here, 9 carries, 30 yards. Lamar with 1 carry, no yards. Again, Joseph mentioned it earlier, and it is true. Lamar hasn't really moved much. Again, that injury, I believe, is either, one, they're babying him. They don't really want him to, aggravate it again, or he's still injured, and they're kind of like, hey, or Lamar wants to save the season. I doubt the team would really push the long-term health of their franchise quarterback, but I feel like Lamar's like, yeah, no, let me go ahead and try to get out there because this team has no chance without me. And he's correct, by the way, because Cooper Rush is just not that guy. How's it going, Scott? Good to see you. I'm doing okay. How are you? Miami rushing, Achane is 12 for 67. Malik Washington, 2 for 10. Ollie Gordon, 2 for 6. And then for receiving for the Ravens, 1 catch, 35 yards for Likely. Andrews, 2 catches, 22 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He has both his catches are in the end zone. Flowers, 2 catches, 17 yards. Mitchell, 1 for 7. Hill, 1 for 4. Bateman, 1 for 4. And then for the Dolphins, 4 catches, 61 yards for Jalen Waddle. Dulcich, I don't remember. 3 for 35. Achane, 5 for 34. Taj Washington, 1 for 11. He's the one that fumbled. Malik Washington, 1 for 8. Gordon, 1 for 3. And then Connor just has a target. And that is pretty much it. Again, Taj Washington's one with the fumble. Nothing really doing. Outside of that, and of course, it's Scott. Yeah, no. How's it going, Scott? Again, looking at the stats here, which I know you guys can't really see. Hold on. Let's go ahead and hide that for now. First downs for the Dolphins, 10. Ravens at 4. Third downs, the Dolphins 2 for 8. The Ravens 1 for 6. Ravens are 1 for 1. The Dolphins 0 for 1. I can put that back. Again, the Dolphins with 225 yards. The Ravens with 109. It's just not good. The Dolphins averaging 5.8 a play, and the Ravens 4.7. But again, it doesn't matter if you can't put up points. Turnovers again. The Dolphins with 1. None for the Ravens. Possession 19 minutes for the Dolphins. Only 11 for the Ravens. But again, it's I don't know. It's got to be frustrating for the Dolphins fans. They really do. But yeah, the Ravens, of course, they're looking good. I can't tell if that's a bot or not. You're removed anyway. Spamming, whatever that is. Okay, you're gone. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, this is what I do. I call games If you do like the NFL, college football, MLB, this is the channel for you. And of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And again, I do really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this one because, again, there's always a lot of other competition out there. I know there's a lot of big dogs out there, so I do appreciate you guys for letting me call this game. I really do appreciate you guys. I really do. And some of these night games are hit and miss. They really are. I feel like it's a pretty good crowd tonight. I really do. But yeah, no, I definitely do appreciate you guys. And of course, again, feel free to chat about whatever you like. Again, we're kind of we were talking about Lamar Jordan earlier. We can talk about whatever here. Football, and more football. Lamar Jordan. Apparently now, again, I don't know how many people are here or willing to speak, but or type in the chat, I should say. But according to this, it has Walter Payton as the greatest running back of all time. Is that something you guys would agree with? Is that something you guys would agree with? Now, in the more modern era, I don't know how modern, I guess. I guess we can say that since the Texans have been a team since 2002, it would be LaDainian Tomlinson, which I would agree. Again, LaDainian Tomlinson, to me, is the best running back I have seen in my lifetime. Again, I didn't really see Walter Payton. I was born in 96, so I didn't really get to see, Barry Sanders is, I was 2 years old when he retired. Emmitt Smith, but when I saw him, he was kind of an old man. And, of course, again, there's Adrian Peterson. He was another guy. He was pretty much another LT, but LT could... It was more. He was really good in the back, out of the backfield as a receiver. Same Marshall Faulk was also really good as well. I don't know. If you guys just want to chat or not, that's okay. How much time until the game starts back up? Probably about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes there. Yeah. In the college football games, in the other games, we have UTSA 31, Tulane 12. That would be huge. Again, Tulane, they're kind of on the outside looking in. They're outside of the top 25, but I believe they got votes. So that would be a huge, huge loss there if they lose to UTSA. And it looks like it may hold. Again, you never know. I guess that could be pretty exciting. And, of course, Coastal Carolina leading 34-27 over Marshall. Christian McCaffrey. Okay, I'm assuming. Again, he's good. I don't want to say that he's not because he definitely is. But, definitely more of a, I'm assuming you were born in the 2000s. That's how I'll say that. I'm assuming that is. Now, as far as, I guess the best back in the last 10 years, because I'm assuming that's probably when you started watching the NFL. I would still go with Derrick Henry. If you want more of an all-around back, yeah, you go McCaffrey, you go Barkley. I could see that. I could see where you would come from there. But as far as a pure running back, yeah, definitely Derrick Henry. You've always liked Falk and Dickerson. Yeah, the Rams have always had some good running backs. Of course, yeah, Marshall started with the Colts as well. But yeah, I definitely use Marshall Falk a lot on like NFL Street 2. Oh, he was so good. He was so good on those games. Earl Campbell, yeah, he's definitely talked about as some of the greatest, as one of the greatest running backs of all time. Yeah, you're right on the nail, yeah. Henry is way too inconsistent. Oh, I totally get you. Henry is, but, when he is on, whenever you see King Henry, though, he is popping out, like, he's just doing so well. It's like, yeah, there's nobody that can stop him. Just popping to say funny Pirates video. Everyone go check that. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, definitely. I've had that idea for a while. And of course, again, I do apologize because it was in the vertical form, not necessarily the wide view. I recut it in the wide view today, but I just wasn't in it. I really thought the first performance was really good, so I kept that one. So I appreciate that, Pittsburgh. Yeah, trust me, I'll be doing a Steelers one too if the season ends the way it does. If the way we think it'll end, and I'll be doing the Steelers one too in that format. So yeah, shout out Pitch Meeting again. If you guys are a fan of movies, please check out that channel. That is a great channel. He's funny. He was the inspiration of that video. Ricky Williams in college, though, I don't know much about all that. Paid actor Ricky Williams. I mean, I actually don't know if I don't think I saw him in college. I mean, the last 5 years of highlights, hands down, is Barkley, in my opinion, but I can see Henry arguing all day. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hate to sound like a boomer. And I understand totally because I know, like Jerry above mentioned Earl Campbell, Jerry probably believes, and he's probably right, that, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, those guys in the 80s were like so much better than the guys today. I happen to believe that the 2000s running backs, like LaDainian Tomlinson, like Adrian Peterson, like Priest Holmes, Edgar and James, all those guys, there's so many more running backs. That was a running back era. I would believe those guys are better than Henry. Those guys are better than Christian McCaffrey. But I think it might just be an age thing. Give me a cheeseburger. Eddie Lacy. Oh, yeah. Eddie Lacy was something else. He was something else. But, yeah, no, that's an interesting argument. I don't know where they'd rank here. Trying to move this thing over here. Christian McCaffrey down here. He's in between Greg Pruitt and Lawrence McCutcheon. That's not really good. Yeah, I don't see McCaffrey on the Hall of Fame unless he just picks it up. See, Derrick Henry has a chance. Barkley also, again, he needs to pick it up. He's in between Ray Rice and Mark Van Egan. I don't even know who that is. Aaron Elliott has more of a chance to make it than. None of the current running backs of the NFL make my jaw drop the way some tight ends. Yeah, the tight ends of today are really good. I still, again, I hate to sound like a boomer, but to me, Antonio Gates was the greatest tight end I've ever seen. Tony Gonzalez, he was with the Falcons whenever I started watching him play. I saw him a little bit with the Chiefs. But to me, Antonio Gates, he was the guy. Of course, Travis Kelce is the one that everyone points to today. Rob Gronkowski, I prefer Gronk over Kelce myself. But, I don't know. We had some good tight ends back then in the 2000s. Not as much, though. Yeah, there's a lot more now. I would agree with you there. I'd even argue some of the better running back highlights come from receptions. Everyone's a receiver now. I think that also kind of hurts it. The running backs now, they're not the pure runners like they were in the past. Like Marshall Faulk, he was a guy that can catch. LT can also catch in the backfield. But most of these guys, like James, let's see, Curtis Martin can catch. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit more than I thought. Bettis obviously was not a receiving back, but he could catch. It's not like he would, drop it. He could catch. Priest Holmes, again, was pretty good. Fred Taylor, that's another solid one. Warwick Dunn could catch as well. A lot of solid backs in the 2000s. But, yeah, I got what you're saying, yeah. You hate Kelce, bro? Oh, I don't like Kelce. I don't like him for many reasons, to be honest with you. But yeah, I got what you're saying. I don't know if he's inconsistent. I just think right now he's old. I mean, back then, 5-10 years, he was legit. He was legit. But I always preferred Gronk. I thought Gronk was always the better one. Cool sucks. Click on the Bucks game. Just look at the stats and brings up a bunch of ads for ticket sites. You have to scroll down pretty far. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shockey was cool. Yeah, Jeremy Shockey. Yeah. In the 2000s. He was more towards the end when I started watching, I think, right? Or maybe I'm tripping. So I remember him more as a Saint than I do as a Giant. And that's where he was really good. Jeremy Shockey, 2002 to 2011. Okay, well, shoot, I guess I didn't really watch many games. But yeah, I remember him. He was definitely a character. Jeremy Shockey, yeah, I prefer watching Jimmy Graham. Yeah, Jimmy Graham in his prime was really good. Looks like we are making our way back. Appreciate the discussion, guys. That was fun. Definitely, again, if I could just talk football, I could talk football for hours. I really could. One of these days, I'm going to start, hanging out after the stream. If you guys, always are down to chat, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to start doing that soon, though. Probably not tonight. We'll see. Depends. Was it Cooley? Cooley. Doug Jolly for the Raiders, yeah. There was Austin Collie. Now, the one you're probably thinking of is Dallas Clark, as there's going to be the kickoff fielded at the 10. He's at the 20, the 25. Stiff arm at the 30. Oh, man. Ali with the right hook. Geez, nice return there by Ali, giving the Ravens some decent field position. Tim Tebow's the greatest. Oh, yeah, for sure. Travis getting old. Yeah, he is. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ravens as we're coming back from the half here. Ravens will have the ball around the 30. 32 to be exact. Jackson in the shotgun. Trips to the left, tight end in tight. Jackson hands it off up the middle to Henry, and Henry can't get going as Chubb brings him down from behind, as that's only a gain of 2 there for Henry. Henry not really having the best night, but he really hasn't had a chance to really get going as the Dolphins, for some reason, have been, I mean, hate to say it, I hope I don't sound like a hater here, but they look really good on the defensive front. Is Taylor going to hit 2,000 this year? He could. He could. 2nd and 8, ball at the 33. Jackson drops back, looking, steps up, dumps it off over the middle to Henry, and King Henry is knocked backwards as he gets to the 36. That's a gain of 3 for Mr. Henry. Chris Cooley, yeah. He was on the Redskins. I think he was on someone else, but yeah. The best time is when a bunch of dudes just be naming guys from the old days, yeah. Yeah, no, Chris Cooley was he was on the Redskins. 3rd and 6 for the Ravens as Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson sending a man in motion. That is Andrews. Jackson drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up. Who's going to take off and run? And he's got the first down and a little bit more as he's tripped up around the 50-yard line. There it is. Again, Jackson. He can move. Again, they've been kind of keeping him contained so far, but there he is taking off. And that is a first down for the Ravens. His first real opportunity to get some yards with his legs. That's the only Cooley. Yeah, that's the only Cooley I know, to be honest with you, if you weren't talking about him. So Brandy sent it down to the Ravens, but we have an injured Dolphin. Couldn't tell you who that is. I want to say it's Jones. I don't know if that is Jones or not. That is Jack Jones in his 4th year. So I don't know if we're going to commercial break or not. Could be wrong. Probably am. Showing the replay here. This is Jones. Oh, he got stepped on there at the heel. Yep. That's tough. DeAndre Hopkins getting involved there, stepping on the guy's ankle. That is his first time I've mentioned his name, DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, that's another question. DeAndre Hopkins, Hall of Famer or not? Let me know what you guys think. I will reveal my answer after I see some. If you guys don't, it's fine. But I want to know what you guys think. Great night, Dr. Lay, CEO, host. I am the CEO of the channel. That is true. Stopping by to show my support and hit the like button. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens as Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Jackson sending a man in motion, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 41, dropped immediately. It's going to be close for a first down. I don't know if they'll give it to him. Likely, of course, with the catch. Looks like they are. That's a first down for the Ravens. Chris saying no. CJ Uzomah left the Bengals and basically just, yeah, I remember him. Uzomah. Or was it Uzomah at the tight end? 1st and 10 there. Jackson in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Trips left to one to the right. Jackson, high snap, handle well, swings it out. This is Flowers, cuts inside at the 40, bouncing off a defender, and is brought down at the 38-yard line for a gain of 3. Only one guy is okay, well, that's fine. I will say DeAndre Hopkins is not a Hall of Famer, by the way. That's how I view him. Hall of Very Good. Good night, Scott. You have a good one. Take care. Again, appreciate you stopping on by. As it's 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson drops back, looking. It's going to be a dump off to Hill on the screen. Hill at the 35, at the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line. Justice Hill serving some justice there with a big hit at the end and a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Answer your question, I think D-Hop is. You think he is a Hall of Famer? Okay. That's fair. I mean, he's close. I don't know. I don't know if I think of a Hall of Famer when I think of DeAndre Hopkins. As it's a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. 1st and 10 coming up at the 29. Jackson under center. Play action looking. Fires the middle. It's caught at the 20. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 14. That's Isaiah Likely again getting involved on this drive. That's another catch and another first down for the Ravens. They are inside the red zone at the 20. This play action again, Likely just cutting through the defense. Likely now with 60 yards on just 3 catches. Lamar again, 13 for 17, 128, and 2 touchdowns. Jackson is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, tight ends in tight, 2 backs in the backfield. Jackson hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell bouncing it outside and is hit at the 10 for a gain of 4, making it 2nd and 6 coming up for the Ravens. Looks like the AFC North division has been taking a beating. Yeah, no one wants it in the AFC North. The Ravens will probably win the AFC North. And I know they're 2-5, but the Steelers don't want it. Like I said, if Mike Evans or Adams gets in, he should be in. Interesting. I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but I don't think Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer. I know I'm in the minority when I say that. I think Devontae Adams is, as it's 2nd and 6 at the 10. Lamar drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off over the middle to Flowers. Flowers cuts outside at the 5, brought down close to the line to gain. Actually going to mark him down at the 5. That's an interesting spot there. Interesting. Harbaugh looking like, what the heck? So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Ravens. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Evans again. I think what gets him, he's more known for the 1,000 yards rather than his gameplay. It's going to be a tush push with Andrews, and he's going to get the first down. Dolphins pointing the other way. I do love Adams, but I always prefer Jordy. Yeah, Jordy Nelson was good. He was very good, of course. Henry again with the tush push. Don't think any of those guys are Hall of Famers. All very good, though. That's fair. That's fair. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Ravens. So they're moving the ball. They're at the 3. Jackson is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion is Jackson. Jackson, play action, looking to his right. Looking to his left, fires. It's caught. Touchdown. Baltimore Ravens. A tight end wide open. Charlie Kolar, not Andrews. Not Likely, but Charlie Kolar. Wide open in the left side of the end zone. It's now 20-6. The Ravens with the lead. Maybe it's because of 87. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's fair. Again, I don't know. I think Devontae is just like when he I don't know. There'd be some moments where like, man, that guy is a Hall of Fame receiver. He's just that good. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 21-6. Ravens leading over the Dolphins with 8:09 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Kolar really happy about it. They, of course, are taking a commercial break. I, of course, will be right here again. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, or MLB, make sure again to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. It is completely free to do so. I promise there will be no bill sent to you. And like I said, again, I know there's a lot of competition out there tonight for your attention, so I really do appreciate you guys for, for choosing me as your voice for this one. Again, I know there's I'm pretty sure Tom Grossi's out there. I'm actually about to look to see how many other people. I do this every now and then, just looking at the competition. Football Nation, again, he has been popping off. There's Chat Sports. Oh, there's my favorite people, Chat Sports. If you guys like getting asked for money every 2 minutes, definitely Chat Sports. Of course, the legend Tom Grossi himself. Rising Rhino, of course, is calling this game. There's a lot of other people as well. Like I said, I do appreciate you guys letting me call the game for you. So, but yeah, 21-6, Ravens leading over the Dolphins. Ravens leading over the Dolphins. Just waiting to get back into from commercial break here. Man. So you're a Penguins fan? Yeah, I would. I'm a casual Penguins fan, I would say. Man. Now, it's going to be kind of awkward, but I'm going to actually step away here for a sec. Hold on. I will leave the screen up, but I'll be right back. Not going to lie, I expected you guys all to leave. Not even going to lie. But right now, apparently, it's commercial break. I was sprinting back here, I'm not going to lie. Man, I'm tired. Okay. My camera is not working. Yeah, it is working. Okay, there we go. Okay, apparently the Ravens have the ball back. That must have been a short drive. Appreciate you guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties on my end. That's what we'll call them. That happened. We're going to move on. But yeah, apparently the Ravens once again have the ball, and they're going to be at their own 40. So there's that. But yeah, the Dolphins just can't seem to get anything going. Man, that's crazy. I mean, the Dolphins were just dominating this game, and then they just seem to have just let it go. They just can't put together any drives. They just can't finish the drives. I think that's more of the key term there. They just can't finish the drives. Looks like we're returning to action here where, again, do you eat sandwiches with fries in them? I have eaten burgers with fries in them. I just haven't eaten sandwiches, I don't think. I've had sandwiches with chips, like Doritos. You know, I put Doritos in sandwiches, but yeah, burgers with fries for sure. Lamar is under center, hands it off to Henry up the middle, breaking a tackle at the 45 and brought down at the 49-yard line. Nice gain of 9. Again, Henry hasn't really been able to get going tonight. That may be what gets him going. Or would you rank Levante David for all time? Oh, I don't know. And he's pretty good. I don't know. I guess I haven't really watched too many of the Buccaneers. I didn't think he'd be an all-time great. I know he's good. I don't know. As Jackson tosses it here to Mitchell, and Mitchell is going to get the first down after a gain of 4. Mitchell was hit hard, lower half of the body, able to hold on. Pizza got at the door. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, pizza. Yeah, we'll go with that one. But yeah, that was tough. But it's a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Ticking under 5.5 here to go in the third quarter. Again, it looked like the Dolphins, based on how they looked in the first half. Again, they might have been able to fight back, but they just haven't. They just cannot. As that is going to be a timeout for Miami. Yeah, it seems like the defense is just, they may have given up. Again, the Ravens were looking good. The Dolphins were looking good, but they just weren't getting points. And the defense was holding up, but now it seems like the Ravens might be running away with this one. And of course, if you're tuning in, you're probably thinking, man, the Ravens are dominating. Lamar has 3 touchdowns, but yeah, again, the Dolphins have been the ones that have been moving the ball, just can't finish their drives. Stafford. Oh, yeah. Stafford, 100%. Stafford knocking on the door. I had to answer. Give him peace of my mind. Tell him that you're not a Hall of Famer. And then he went and started crying to his wife, and I'm sure his wife will now start saying something on a podcast about me, so watch out for that. She likes to talk. Jackson moving to his right. Steps up, fires. Got a guy caught at the 20. It's Flowers at the 10. Brought down at the 9. Zay Flowers with a big catch. He was just free again. He burned his guy. It wasn't even close. Jackson just moving to his right again. Zay Flowers just burning. Oh, man, yeah. Flowers, I think, was that a linebacker on him. That's not a good. I don't know. I don't know if that's a linebacker or a safety. I don't know what Trader is. That's just not a good matchup. What's up, George? Good to see you. George is a legend of the channel. Appreciate you, George, for tuning in. As it's 1st and goal at the 9, Jackson is under center. Jackson, play action, looking, steps up, fires to the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Rashard Bateman, touchdown, Baltimore Ravens, but there is a flag. There is a flag. Holding defense. That penalty is declined. And the result of the play is 6. Touchdown Ravens. They lead 27-6 with 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. And yeah, it's looking like this may be a blowout. That is a shame. Again, the Dolphins looked really good. They just couldn't finish the drives. And that is the story of today, folks. That is the story of the day. Pending the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good. 28-6, Ravens leading over the Dolphins. 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. Doctor, I played a game of Madden, and Micah Parsons will wind up as a boundary. Wow. That is pretty wild. I mean, he's fast. That's interesting, though. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, you like MLB, college football, this is the channel for you. So make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Again, the chat is very important. So definitely feel free to make your voice heard. Yeah, I would say it's like free speech, but I guess there's a line that is crossed, and sometimes I gotta yank you out of here, but it's okay. That's okay. Don't be afraid. For the most part, I'm a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy. Think of the meme with the aardvark. I think they should try Qua. I'm a little lost there. I guess I don't understand. And again, I'll be back this Sunday. I got 3 games for you this Sunday. Well, actually, I'll be back Saturday. I got college football as well, group of 5 action. So if you're interested in that, feel free, of course, to join me. But again, this Sunday I have the Steelers, Colts. I have the Raiders and the Jaguars. And then I have, of course, the Seahawks and the Redskins for Sunday night football. So make sure, again, to come back for some more football. Again, subscribing, it is completely free, folks. You don't have to pay me anything, I promise. I'm not charging you nothing. NASCAR is not welcome on the channel, Draven. Not happening. Not a NASCAR channel, sorry. What's happening in college football? Well, here you go. Let me actually refresh this. It's been a while. Okay, maybe not. That was already good. All right, so Coastal Carolina leading 37-27 over Marshall. UTSA, again, a potential upset over Tulane, 38-19. That could be huge. Tulane, again, a team that has a chance to represent the group of 5. A loss, though, pretty much ends it for them. So that is a disaster. Penguins leading 3-1 over the Wild. Canucks, Blues 3-3. Jets 5, Blackhawks 2. Rangers, Oilers 1 apiece. Sharks 1, Devils nothing. Bruins over the Sabres 4-3 in overtime. Senators over the Flames 4-3 in overtime. Lightning over the Stars 2-1 in overtime. Flyers over the Predators 4-1, and then Hurricanes over the Islanders 6-2. Bucks 115, Warriors 106. Spurs 87, Heat 74, Magic 123, Hornets 107, Thunder 127, Wizards 108. There is the kickoff as Tyler Loop kicks it off, fielded at the 10. He's at the 20. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Dolphins begin their drive. I'll be at the Raider game. Look forward to the drive and the experience, not necessarily for the play on the field. Yeah, oh, jeez. The paper bags are they? I guess I missed it there. No, it's a bummer. Yeah. I mean, this is looking like the Ravens will most likely win. So 75% of you guys will be correct. 25% will not. I'll try to come up with another question here. 1st and 10 as Tua is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Tua, play action, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 47. That is Westbrook Akine with the catch. Let me go ahead and end this poll. I got you with the poll right here. Got a new one. 1st and 10, Tua under center. Sending a man in motion, hands it off up the middle, trying to break free, but runs right into a big man just for a gain of 1. All right, got a new poll. Because I would say, again, this is pretty much a conclusion, barring one of the greatest comebacks of all time. So, is Tua the starting quarterback in 2026 for Miami? Check yes or no. 1 vote already in, no, apparently. So, new quarterback for Miami possibly next year. 2nd and 9 here at the 48. Tua in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is incomplete. Pass behind A-Chain. A-Chain not able to be on the same page with Tua as he's a little bit behind. Raider Rash? My bad, wrong. I have no idea what that means. So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Dolphins, and it's looking from bad to worse. Yep, there's a paper bag right there. I like Tua, by the way. I want to make that clear. I'm a Tua guy. I do like Tua, but, you got to be a little bit more consistent. Again, he's played okay, but he's really falling apart here in the second half as Tua's in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 to the right, and Tua's going to have to take a timeout. And the Dolphins fans are booing. It just looks rough. And those guys in those Dolphin suits, those are nice suits, by the way. They are upset. Just everyone is upset. He shouldn't be, but he will be with all the money he's getting paid. Wild hot take, he'll be traded to the Browns for Sanders. Interesting. That'd be interesting for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Baltimore Ravens schedule at the Vikings, at the Browns next few weeks. So winnable games, you would say they can easily get back to 5-5. Of course, if they win out this one. 3rd and 9, Tua in the shotgun, trips left, 1 to the right. Sending a man in motion. They need to get to the 43. They're at their own 48. Tua drops back, fires. It's caught at the 4. No! Westbrook Akine with the drop. And, of course, they're the Boo Birds again for the Dolphins. The Dolphins had a little fight. But it seems they have given up, and so have the fans. It's a Texas Tech thing. Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, the Dolphins not looking good there right here, Jacob. Is CTE Tua putting on a show? I mean, he was fine in the first quarter, but it's looking really rough here as that's going to bounce out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it here. I'm not too sure. They cut away. All right, 28-6, Ravens leading over Miami with 2:30 left to go. Yeah, he's definitely regressed here in the second half. Really, again, the whole Dolphins team has. Again, they were looking really good in the first half. They were. They were looking good, but they just couldn't finish the drives. Now, I mean, they can't even get the drives going. The defense is now just, they've given up because it's like they're playing well. What's the point of us playing well if the offense plays terrible or can't finish drives, can't put up points? So it's just an epic collapse, and I feel like, Mike McDaniel. Is it Mike McDaniel or Mike McDaniels? He might be let go tomorrow, or at least this week, if it's going to continue to be a blowout. Man, that is tough. But again, you look at the stats. It's not like, again, total yards, 237 for the Ravens, 236 for the Dolphins. The turnover was big. The first downs are pretty much the same. Penalties about the same. I mean, it's time possession. They just haven't been able to convert in the red zone, 0 for 2, whereas the Ravens are 3 for 3. That's a pretty big difference. So, yeah, it's rough. It is rough out there for the Dolphins. Just out of curiosity, are there any Dolphins fans here Are there any Dolphins fans here? What do you think? You guys would have more of, you guys have seen, of course, more of the Dolphins. You've had Tua as your quarterback since 2020. Or is it 2021? I can't remember either one, but I think it was 2021. But, yeah, you guys would know. You guys would have a little bit more insight. So just let me know. Again, you don't have to. It's fine. You guys could be a silent listener. That's okay. I'm just curious. Curious what you guys would think. Of course, if you're a Ravens fan tuning in, well, thank you for letting a Steelers fan call your game. Hopefully that means I'm pretty darn good at what I do. Yeah, you guys have got to be feeling pretty good. I would too. Getting your quarterback back and looking pretty good. I haven't really needed his legs. That's the thing. That's another thing. They haven't really needed him on the ground. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I think Tua should go to the Steelers. Yep, there you go. All right, we're going to move on. 1st and 10 here for Jackson and the Ravens as Jackson is in the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 15, trips to the right, one tight end to the left. Jackson hands it off to Henry, bounces it outside. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, 35, 40, 45, tripped up around midfield. There is King Henry, bouncing it outside, taking advantage of everyone just crashing in there. There was no one on the outside. Everyone just crashed in the middle. Henry had nothing up the middle, then just bouncing into the outside, taking advantage of that open lane. Now he's just like that at 76 yards. Ravens suck too. They think Lamar's going to save them for the rest of the season. I think he can, as he's going to be handing it off to Mitchell, and he's going to get a yard. Can't even get one guy for one touchdown. Come on, Henry. Oh, sorry, Vegeta. Hey, you never know. I don't know. I believe it's Denicia here. Are the Ravens of the last few years? No. But I think they are still pretty good, and I think they can... they can easily make the playoffs. You see that record. It's not good, 2-5, but their division is not strong by any means. Lamar in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jackson hands it off up the middle to Hill, and Hill stumbles forward to the 47-yard line for a gain of 2. Now, again, Lamar, is he good in the playoffs? Do the Ravens win in the playoffs? No, they don't. But, again, we know what happens when... I completely agree with you, 100%. And that's my criticism of Lamar. That's why, I will never pick the Ravens to win the Super Bowl until they actually win a Super Bowl. And then, at that point, then, yeah, it's time. I can pick them. 3rd and 7, Lamar drops back, looking, fires down the right side, and that is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins. The second time I've called his name tonight. And it's not for a catch or anything like that. No, I totally get what you're saying. You're correct. Yeah, no, playoffs, yeah. But as far as the regular season to get themselves into the playoffs, yes, I think Lamar can make that happen. Again, with the weak AFC North. The Steelers had a chance, but they kind of blew it. What's up, man? Go Pack, go! Yeah. Everyone knows the Packers. Yeah. No. Hey, I like the Packers. So I don't know. You guys are making me not like the Packers now. So that's going to be fielded at the 7 for a fair catch. Remember the Packers. The Packers are 5-0 when I call their games, folks. And that is actually true. If you're wondering, I've covered 5 Packers games this year. And their record is 5-1-1. When I call them, they're 5-0. So without me, they have yet to win. And if they lose this week to the Panthers, because I'm not calling this game, because obviously the Steelers are playing. Hey, I'm just saying. I might be the reason the Packers win. They need Dr. Delay to watch them play. This guy, Draven, what the heck? First and 10 here for Tua. He's under center. Tua drops back, looking to his left, fires. It's caught at the 12. Breaks the tackle at the 15. At the 20, the 25, the 30. Stiff arming a guy out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice catch and run there for Washington. He's another guy that, again, that is emerging as a pretty decent player. But again, the Dolphins just can't put it together as a team. So that's going to take it to the end of the third quarter. The Ravens leading 28-6. Dolphins with the ball. Let's talk about college football because I'm very proud of your Ole Miss Rebels, and I think they'll make it to the playoffs. So yeah, we'll see, Jerry. Yeah, the Ole Miss looks good. I don't know how they do when they get to the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, they're good. I mean, I'm not really the biggest SEC fan, but yeah, Ole Miss looks pretty good. Vegeta likes the Colts. Okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the Colts look good. I mean, again, I just don't know how the Colts would look when they play like the Chiefs or the Bills. You know, that's my question with the Colts. I'm not going to beat your Packers. I mean, well, you never know. You never know. Any given Sunday. I mean, you guys tied with the Cowboys. I mean, that should be, again, that was concerning. That was concerning. And I can't remember. Oh, and you lost to the Browns. I mean, any given Sunday. And that's why, you never guarantee anything. Never do it. You can't. NFL is better than basketball, 100%. Oh, I completely agree. I'm not a fan of NBA. I do like college basketball, though. So it's not really basketball. It's just how the NBA is officiated, how it's played now. I hate it. I hate how it is. College basketball, though, you still get that. You still get good defense. You still get a good mid-range. And, of course, again, the atmosphere is always good. So, but, yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I love football. Football is my number one. I think most people in, the United States for sure. I mean, everyone's going to pick football as their go-to. This game's now we're seeing. I mean, again, it was looking good for a little bit, and that's what's the bummer is that the Dolphins, again, you look at it, Denisha here, that the Dolphins were right there. I mean, total yards are right there. They were driving, they just couldn't finish drives. They just couldn't finish drives. But yeah, it is a blowout. You need some Lucas Van Ness, yeah, right. Packers are good at the letdown games, yeah. We'll see. I mean, again, I expect you guys to win. I really do. But you never know. Again, any given Sunday, anything. Packers are favored by 13.5. I mean, that is as sure thing. That is a slam dunk as you can get it. But you never know. That may be a one-score game. Depends on where the money is, really. But yeah. Too much on my Packers. What do you mean too much? Are you talking about 13.5? Yeah, that might be a lot, to be honest. First and 10 at the 36. Tua in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Tua drops back, looking to his right. Fires over the middle. It's caught by Dulcich. The tight end, again, filling in for Darren Waller, yeah. Did I just completely forget his name? I probably did. Play for pride. Yeah, I guess they can't even do that. Some angry Dolphins fans in the stands. 2nd and 4 here for the Dolphins. Tua in the shotgun. Trips to left. Tight end in tight. Tua drops back. Looking to his left. Fires. It's caught by Westbrook-Akine for a brand new set of downs. It's a gain of 5 for the Dolphins as the clock continues to run. I'm not saying too much on my Packers. No, you guys are. Yeah, again, you guys are. But I do just, again, the NFL, you never know. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires down the left side. It is caught by A-Chain. What a catch. What a catch by A-Chan for a brand new set of downs for the Dolphins. And they're moving fast, folks. They are moving fast down the field. They need to if they want any chance. And again, it is a 3-score game, so it's already looking pretty dim, but, I guess you never know. They were favored by double digits for the Browns game, too. Really? Chris. Chris is a diehard Packer fan, Denisha. Chris loves the Packers. Chris loves the Packers. Looks like the Ravens actually going to challenge this catch by 8chan. This would be interesting. Now, does the ball come loose? I think that's a catch, personally. He does kind of lose it, but then regains control. I have to say that's a catch. I heard Jair Alexander might be available. Only one can dream of a return. He's with the Ravens now, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he's looking with the Ravens. Yeah. No, Chris loves the Packers. He's a Packers and Brewers fan. He is Wisconsin through and through. Yeah. Niner Empire, bang, 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 Niner gang, yeah. Yeah, the Niners looking pretty good. I actually picked the Niners to win their division this year, but the NFC West looks pretty legit. Let me actually look. Let's look at the standings here. So, yeah, they are reviewing here the catch, by the way, if you're wondering why am I not calling the game, because they are reviewing a catch. Yeah, the NFC West, again, has a lot of, solid teams. So, yeah, no. Niners pretty good, though. You got your Aaron Jones and Favre jersey. Nice. It's all good, Denisha. Go back. Oh, yeah. These Niner fans, we all know. I don't know about that. Again, the Niners, you never know. I mean, the Niners have been, they've been making some nice runs, They went to Super Bowl in 2019, Super Bowl in 2023. I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl more recently than the Packers and the Steelers. So now the Niners, they are winners. Now, can they finish the job? Well, that remains to be seen, at least in the 21st century. Sean, how's it going? Good to see you. We're just kind of in a challenge here. Looks like the Ravens are going to win this challenge. I think that's a ticky-tack reversal there. Niners been in the Super Bowl twice and not proven. Going to the Super Bowl is pretty good. Once you go, I don't know. If you go to the Super Bowl, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, pass incomplete, so that's going to back him up. So, yeah, no, the Niners, to me, they're good. They're legit. Us Packers and Steelers, it's been a while. We gotta start winning some playoff games. 2nd and 10 here at the 47. Tua in the shotgun. Tua drops back, looking to his right, fires in the middle. It's caught by Dulcich at the 45 as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Let's go Ravens, squish the fish. Oh, they are squishing the fish tonight. 26 players hurt this year, still running. Oh, yeah, trust me, I know. Rachel. Yeah, no, the Niners are... Niners, to me, I won't talk any smack to the Niners. They're, despite the injuries, usually, they've been proven that they're all right. Last year, they just got wrecked by injuries. They're still doing good this year. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is almost intercepted. Roquan Smith with the Butterfingers. It was right to him. Tua threw it right to him. I don't know how Smith doesn't make this catch. Roquan Smith doing a good job in coverage. Has 2 hands on it, too. You can go, but you have to go in. Yeah, but again, it's just like, again, I'm not talking smack on the Packers, but what have the Packers done the last, decade or so? And again, yeah, I understand where the Steelers are. We haven't done anything either. 4th and a long one. Tua in the shotgun. Tua drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught by Cedric Wilson Jr. for a brand new set of downs, the son of the great Cedric Wilson. Of course, he played for the Steelers and the Niners as well. Good evening. How's it going, Ben? Good to see you. 2 years, I hope that Kittle would have gotten Super Bowl. What didn't happen? Yeah. When was the last time I won? I get what you're saying, but again, that's usually again a good sign. If you're making these deep runs, then it'll eventually break through, or maybe not. But again, they're consistently winning. Tua drops back, looking, fires. It is caught around the 30. That is Jalen Waddle waddling his way to a gain of 8. And now it's 2nd and 2. 1994, yeah, I was against the Chargers, but yeah, the Niners are, superb. Yeah, they're good. Tua drops back. Heavy pressure already, throws it into the turf, incomplete. There was nobody blocking on the right side of the O-line. Tua immediately running for his life. Not that it really would have mattered, but yeah, you got to hope for some good blocking. Niners been so close yet so far, yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Ravens could run the table. Oh, I completely agree, Thomas. Was rooting for the Niners the second Super Bowl game against the Chiefs, but we all know what happened. Yeah. Same. I rooted for the Chiefs in 2019, and man, did things change. And it looks like they're actually going to call intentional grounding there on Tua. Yeah, Tua just spiked it into the turf. There was no one around. Again, heavy pressure almost immediately from the snap. That's not going to help if you're trying to get back in this game. That was rough. I just don't like the Niners. Packers Niners have a nice. That's an underrated rivalry, I would say. Packers Niners, for sure. That's always a good game. Usually, it's a good game every time they play. 3rd and 12, ball at the 39. They need to get to the 27. Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tua sending some people in motion. Looks like the Dolphins aren't necessarily lined up properly, and looks like they'll be fine. Sending a man in motion again is Tua. Tua drops back, looking to his right, moving to his left is Tua. He's going to take off and slide for a gain of 1. That was questionable there. And maybe there's no one open, which is hard to believe. Tua doing a great job in the pocket. McDaniel just rolling his eyes. He can't believe it. Oh, poor McDaniels. I think he's ready to let. I think he's done. I think he's. You know what? If I get fired tomorrow, it's okay. I'm sick and tired of this. I think he wants to. I think again, Mike McDaniels. Next year will be an offensive coordinator somewhere, and he's going to be a very hot commodity. He's just not a head coach. Tua drops back on 4th and 11, fires. It is caught at the 25. That is Jalen Waddle waddling his way for a first down. Waddle's had a nice night. Steelers lose to the Colts. The Ravens will be a game back. Oh, I know. What are your thoughts on the Jets coming back versus the Bungles? The Bungles bungled it up. That sounds about what they normally do. Good stuff, though. Good win, Sean. 1st and 10 at the 25. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. It is almost intercepted. And there is a flag. Wiggins on the coverage on Westbrook Akine, and he may be tacked with the penalty there. They ain't ready for the Toyota-thon. What in the world? J Love, a.k.a. this guy. What are you talking about, Draven? UTSA and Coastal. Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe it. Tua's garbage. Not looking good right now. He got the fan. No, they're not going to sleep. They are booing. They are booing pretty badly, Denisha. Wow, indeed, Trisk. I don't like firing coach in the middle of the season. I don't either, but I think he's ready. I think it's all the signs are there. 1st and 10 here at the 14. Again, the penalty against the Ravens. Tua is actually under center. Hands it off. Direct snap to Washington. Washington loses the ball. Oh, he fumbled. The other Washington fumbles. And the Ravens recover. Another drive just killed. And Mike McDaniels can't believe it. That is the 5th time the Dolphins have had an opportunity to put up points, and they come away with nothing. Unbelievable. McDaniel's a lousy coach. Head coach. Offensive coordinator, I'm telling you, he would be. I want him for the Steelers. I mean, that guy can scheme up some stuff. Lamar Jackson is back, son. He is. You picked Waddle to get a touchdown. Yeah, sorry. Happy Thursday. Yep. How's it going there, Daniel? McDaniel didn't learn the new Madden playbook. Okay. I don't think he needs the Madden playbook. Easy dub, yeah. Would you root for the Dolphins if John Gruden coached them next year? I'm a Steelers fan. I will never pull for the Dolphins. But I wouldn't say I always liked them, but when the Dolphins had a very exciting offense a few years ago, I found myself pulling for them in neutral games. Like, I really did. Like, they were exciting to watch. I mean, again, McDaniel with Tua, with, again, guiding Hill, Waddle. They were just flying everywhere. Now they can't do nothing. So it's rough, Keith. Doctor, you got to get with the program we call J-Love Pookie around here. Not really. Maybe with you. Another turnover. Yep. The under is looking pretty good. Oh, yeah. It was looking like the over would be the for sure thing, but not quite. This game's rough. I don't know. It's frustrating, I guess. I don't know about rough, because, again, it's not like the score is 28-6. The Dolphins have been moving the ball. I really do. I think it should be a much closer game. The Dolphins just literally don't know how to score. Looks like the Steelers are letting the Ravens back into the fold. Yep, 100%, Sean. Will the Ravens score another TD? Possibly, Ashley. We'll see. Kind of stereotypical Thursday night game. Yeah. Never root for the fish. Hey, when the Steelers were really terrible, I think this was 2022 or 2023, when the Steelers did not know how to look, they didn't know how to use an offense. I looked at the Dolphins like, man, why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? Need some help, boys. What Mitchell and Ness Legend Raider jersey should I grab at the game? I already have Alzado, Stabler, Plunkett, Long, and Woodson. Go with the other Woodson. If you have Charles Woodson, get Rod. If you have Rod, get Charles. Or Tim Brown. Get Tim Brown. Tim Brown. Dolphins gain a lot of yards. Can't get in the end zone. Yep. Bucks win without... Oh, good stuff. Thanks all the way from South Africa. It's 4 a.m. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for tuning on in. Hopefully you're liking what you're listening to, and you hit the like and subscribe button, folks. This is what I do, folks. I call games. All right, Jackson, it's 1st and 10 at the 10 as Jackson tosses to Henry's at the 20, the 25, and brought down at the 28-yard line. Gain of 18 for the Ravens, and that's a brand new set of downs. Is Andrews getting 8 more receiving yards? I don't know. I expect a lot of running here, so I don't know if they'll pass it a lot. Do you like John Chucky Gruden as coach? Yes. Bo Jackson? Yeah. Tim Brown would be good. Tim Brown. Marcus Allen? That's a good one, Sean. Marcus Allen. You get Jerry Rice. Rice was there for a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 29. Jackson under center. Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle, and the Dolphins wrap him up. After a gain of 2, Henry slowly approaching 100 yards. Again, didn't really have a great night until, again, that long run. And it kind of just busted it open there. He's at 97 now. Napoleon Kaufman, not familiar with him. Rich Gannon. Oh, Rich Gannon, such an underrated quarterback of the 2000s. That's it. Yeah, he was so good. 2nd and 8, ball at the 31. Jackson under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Jackson faking the toss, breaks some tackles in the backfield, and is able to stumble forward to the 35-yard line. Nice gain there by Jackson, turning a potential loss into a positive gain. Again, that's where Jackson is so effective, using his legs, making it 3rd and short. Sebastian Janikowski. Okay, I don't know about that one, Sean. They have him. I'm looking at the Raider. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Spurs hang on. It was close earlier. I don't know. Take Lamar out of the game so he doesn't get hurt. Yeah, that's probably what the Ravens should do. At least after this drive for sure. 3rd and 5 in the shotgun is Jackson. They need to get to the 39. Jackson drops back, looking, steps up, and down he goes. Sack. A pack of dolphins. I think that's where they travel in packs, or school. No, school of fish. There's no school of dolphins. Anyway, pack of Dolphins all over them to bring them down. And the Dolphins will get another attempt for what it's worth. Sixers fan in general. Okay. Branch, Sell, Otto, Upshaw, Blitnikoff, Casper, Blanda, Allen, Hayes, Guy, and then Willie Brown. Yeah, I go Marcus Allen. Or you go Ghost, Casper. As there's the punt bouncing at the 30 and bouncing out of bounds at the 19. Goes to the post. Yeah, go with Casper, honestly. Casper would be cool. All right, the Dolphins will have another opportunity for what it's worth. I don't know what in the world I just saw on my TV, but we're going to move on. As we're under... Actually, no, we're at 8:01 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, 28-6. Casper and Ray Guy. Yeah, Ray Guy, the punter. Pod of Dolphins. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Nick. A pod of Dolphins. I would have never guessed a pod. That's cool. Not going to lie, Willie Brown and Jim Otto's calling my name. Hey, you do what you want to do, man. But yeah, no, definitely a lot of good options there. You should become a Sixers fan. Yeah, you don't want to do that. A gaggle of Dolphins. Okay, there's that. Somebody choices for an empty pocket. Yeah. Eagles, NFC, Colts, AFC. I don't know about that. So, anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to subscribe. I'll be back this Sunday, of course, for Steelers, Colts, for Raiders, and the Jaguars. That's going to be the second game I do. And, of course, Sunday night, I'm doing the Seahawks and the Redskins, as both teams are in their throwbacks. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I'll be back, of course, also Saturday. I won't really push that one as much, but again, if you're interested in college football in the group of 5, feel free again to chat and just hang out, talk football. That's what we do. But of course, again, I do prioritize calling the game. That's why you guys are here. But of course, I try to get to the chat when I can, especially during commercials. Yeah, pod, yep. The Cliff Branch is a white jersey. Don't see much white. I don't know. I think they have a nice away. It's simple, but it works. Rhino versus Doctor, the battle of are the Colts that are actually... Yeah, no, I mean, are the Colts actually good? If they win convincingly, I would say so. But, again, I showed off that the Steelers, since the last time the Steelers haven't had a season where they've had a 3-game losing streak was 2014. Did you know that? So, we're on game number 2, so there you go. And if we don't lose this one, that means there's going to be a 3-game losing streak later down the road. I'd rather just get it out of the way now. So I'm okay if we lose. You're doing wonderful, enjoyable voice. Listen, thank you. I completely disagree. I think my voice is very annoying and nasally, but I do appreciate that, Rachel. 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 22, immediately brought down after a gain of 4. Again, the Dolphins really just kind of playing for... I don't know if they really are playing for pride at this point. They really don't have much fight. Again, they've been driving the field, but just haven't been able to make it happen. Like 51, former Dolphins linebacker Brian Cox. Thank you again, Sean. Appreciate the like. 2nd and 6. Tua drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 32. Stumbles forward to the 35. That is Washington with the catch. Again, he just had the fumble. That is a first down. Taylor looks like Barkley last year. Yeah, Taylor's looking good. Ravens winning the division. You're probably right, sadly. You've made my choice of wearing the Woodson jersey. I'm assuming it's Charles Woodson, not Rod. This is so bad. I can play coach. Pete, yeah, let Coach McDaniels know. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Achane in the backfield. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's in and out of the hands of Westbrook Akine. Just couldn't hold on. That's the second time he's had his hands on it, but couldn't quite reel it in. And it falls incomplete. Sarah White Crosby. Yeah. Everyone does wear Crosby now. I mean, that's pretty much the only, no offense, but I would say it's the only, like, star. Dolphins going to get a touchdown for Waddle or A-Chain. We'll see. I don't know. The Dolphins have been pretty allergic to the end zone tonight. 2nd and 10, Tua in the shotgun. Tua drops back. Steps up, fires it deep down the middle of the field. It is intercepted. Cuts inside at the 20. He's at the 30, the 35, bounces it outside at the 40, and just hops out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And there is a flag. There is a flag. Genty jersey, yeah. Personal foul. Blindside block on the defense, the intercepting team. So that will be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So definitely not going to be up the field. That'll back them up. But yeah, Ravens going to have the ball, and they're going to just pretty much run this one out, if I had to guess. Again, still about 6.5 minutes, but yeah, definitely frustrating, I'm assuming. Mike McDaniel should be fired. Probably will be. Brock Bowers is back, too. He's a monster. Jenny would be cool, probably cheaper. If you had to give the Bills a grade this year, what would you give them? I would say a B. Again, probably, we've had a lot of expectation on them, so I think that's kind of weighted into it. So they're kind of falling a little bit below expectation, but they're still all right. So, yeah, I would give them a B. Tua has to be leading the NFL interceptions. He has. He was tied entering the game, so now he is. But I'm sure Gino will probably throw a few. No offense. A true Raider fan, Joseph, probably will throw. All right, 1st and 10 at the 12. Jackson is under center. Jackson changing it up a little bit. 2 receivers to the right, tight end in tight. Jackson hands it off to Henry, bouncing it outside, and can't really find much, as that's just a gain of a yard. Oh, man, I need water now. I feel it in the voice. There's a good tight end, so the Raiders have that going for them. Yeah, they have really good tight ends. Tristan Lindsay says horrible. Not happy. Sorry, Lindsay. Bills B+. Yeah, that's fair. 2nd and 9, ball at the 13. Jackson under center, receiver to left, tight ends in tight. Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry is blown up behind the line. Again, the front 7 of the Dolphins has been good for the most part. Obviously, again, Henry, you see, close to 100 yards. But there was a moment there where he was maybe averaging 2 yards a carry for the most part. It was really that long run that opened it up. The Dolphins kind of gave up, I would say, after that on defense. Again, their defense was looking really good. Usually a person who knows what he wants unless, yeah, I gotcha. Totally get it. Me, when it comes to jerseys, I mean, this is a custom one. This is me. This is literally my name on it. But I have a Ben jersey. I only try to get established legends as Jackson drops back, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 25. He's at the 30. Brought down. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. That is Kolar with the catch. So no Andrews there. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Ravens as the clock continues to run. Kolar just running a post. He was wide open. The linebacker got just beat immediately. Again, you're unsure if they're going to run it there. Trying to eat out the clock there, chew out the clock. 4:30 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Again, the Ravens leading 28-6. Jackson is, I believe he's going to be under center here. He is. Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry's at the 35, the 40, and brought down around the 45-yard line. That's another brand new set of downs for Henry and the Ravens, as Henry now well over 100 yards on the night. But yeah, I try to get established. So my next plan, if I, when I get a jersey, when I have some money, which I don't know next time that'll be, but Hines Ward or Troy Polamalu. And then, as far as current Steelers, I guess TJ, but even then, I don't know if I want to get TJ till he retires. just to ensure that he's a Steeler for life. Jackson is under center, hands it off to Henry. Henry making a move as he's at the 50 and brought down around the 48-yard line. So that's a gain of about 7. As again, they're just chewing out this clock pretty much. Showing off, again, the Dolphins, Tua, McDaniel, they just look distraught. Bills, Chiefs, AFC Championship. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I had the Bills going to the Super Bowl. I'm sure they'd have to play the Chiefs sometime. Ravens have good tight ends and running backs. Wide receivers are average. Yeah, pretty much. But again, that's their team, though. They're a run-first team. A lot of people I know are like, why don't the Ravens go get receivers? Well, they don't need to. That's not who they are. As he hands off to Henry up the middle, and he gets close to the line to gain. You know, they don't really... Again, they have Flowers. Flowers is pretty good, but that's not who the Ravens are. They are a run-first team. Receivers don't really want to go there. They might say they do for social media purposes, but they not. That's why Hollywood Brown wanted out of there because, you know, of course, obviously it didn't turn out good for him. It was a very bad decision, but the Ravens just, I mean, that's not who they are. They're a run-first team. There's a Dolphin that's offsides on this third one. He better back up. I don't know if he's going to. And the tush push is going to work, as that is going to be a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens 28, Dolphins 6. You're listening to Dr. Delay here on YouTube. Would be cool to say, if you're listening to Dr. Delay on Westwood 1, wouldn't that be pretty neat? Believe it or not, you got an Adams jersey for $5. Nice. Heck yeah. I would only wear an Adams jersey to a Fresno State. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. This one store gave me a free Crosby jersey, but the front numbers were stitched upside down. So 98 is 80. Ugh. Time to get some sleep. Hope everyone has a good night. Yeah, you have a good night, Chris. Good to see you. Thank you again, as always, for stopping on in. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. It's been awesome. You guys have been pretty great. Pretty chill chat. Even when we disagree, it's usually pretty chill for the most part. So I do appreciate you guys. Again, I know I'm a very opinionated guy. So, but again, I understand that everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has opinions, and that's okay. We're allowed to think differently. For the most part, I would say, yeah. Back is correct, so I thought I should frame it. Yeah, that'd be a good one to frame if the back is good. Ravens using the tush push with Andrews. Yeah, I mean, it's just unguardable almost. I mean, the Ravens on short yardage, they're almost like the Eagles. It's like a for sure thing. As Jackson is under center. Looks like that's Mitchell in the backfield. Tosses to Mitchell. Mitchell taking it outside. Still moving his feet, but now is brought down at the 42-yard line. As looks like the Dolphins aren't really going to use a timeout. They only have one left. Crabtree on sale. Michael Crabtree. Yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Dude, remember when he was like boxing Aqib Talib on the... That's crazy. Dude, him and Talib hated each other. That was fun, though. Bad starts to make the playoffs. 1-5, you've had a few teams. The 70 Bengals, 2015 Chiefs, 18 Colts, and the 2020 Washington football team. So it's not out of the ordinary that teams can do it. Ravens, of course, were that, as looks like Jackson's going to take a knee. One more touchdown, Ravens. Sorry, Ashley. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like this is going to be your final score. The under's going to hit. No more touchdowns. Bing, you have very one. Oh, 100%. Oh yeah, like the chat is usually going to represent this guy. So yeah, definitely going to happen. And you call games in a splendid manner. Oh yeah, I try to be as again. I try to mimic that radio style that you would hear on the radio. Am I perfect? No. But that's really what I go for on this channel, is that's going to be the final knee down. What the heck? Lamar Jackson kneeling it down. And that is your final score, 28-6. Ravens blowing out the Dolphins on the scoreboard again. Total yards, you look at it, it's pretty much close. I mean, again, the Ravens only outgaining him by 6. I mean, that is just bad. Look here, McDaniel jogging to the locker room. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of warm fans there. Oh, man, I feel bad for him. Doctor, are you doing Pitt basketball this year? I plan on it. Yes, I really do. Whenever I can, I will do a Pitt basketball game. Akeem was not my... Oh, I bet he wasn't. Dude, that was so fun, though. Oh, man, the AFC West. Remember when the AFC West wasn't run by the Chiefs? It was fun. It was wild. It really was. Obviously, the Chargers were kind of running it, but like everyone else, like they were fighting for second, and it was always fun. Now it's like, it's kind of lame. It's not as fun anymore. Are you calling any Sunday games? Yes, Merrick. I'm going to be doing 3. I'm going to be doing Steelers Colts. Here, I can actually show you guys. Here, give me a sec. Show you a little bit behind the scenes here. This is what is behind the scenes of YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of college, of course, on Saturday. You guys don't have to show up for them. That's just to really grow the channel. Those are strictly to grow the channel. As far as the NFL, yes, I'll be doing the Colts and the Steelers. That's going to be the first window. Jaguars and Raiders, that is the second window. And then the Seahawks and the Redskins to conclude Sunday. Might have a special guest there. I don't know. Maybe Trisk and I have been discussing things. He might help out with that call. That'll be a pretty fun game. And, of course, Monday night, I'll be doing Cardinals and the Cowboys. But, yeah, folks, again, I'm on here, folks. I'm on here 6 days a week. So, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys. You guys have been very awesome tonight. This is one of my better streams for sure. And, again, I am a small channel, and I do recognize that. But I believe this is a channel on the rise. I believe it was another Joseph, not you, Joseph, but another Joseph that said earlier, I'm kind of surprised you don't have as much views as you did last night, with another game. And I get where he's coming from. Totally do. But, I have a lot of competition, obviously, for this one. But when I do look at other channels about my size, I am actually well ahead. And I'm very fortunate that you guys come out and see me. And, again, that means I'm doing an all right job. So I really do thank you guys. And I'm it's not just me saying it. I genuinely appreciate you guys giving me a chance to call this game, because that is pretty much the channel. I do live games. So I do appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Dolphins had a chance early. Yeah, turnovers killed him, Thomas. 100%. Red zone bad, kicking field goals. Yep. Have an awesome night. See you Sunday. I shall return. Awesome, Rachel. Appreciate it. Are these two the worst teams in the league? No, they are not, Nick. I would say the Saints, Jets. Yeah, Thomas right there. Saints, Titans, Jets. Dolphins doing Dolphins things to lose games. Too many penalties and turnovers. Can't make field goals. Exactly. Wishing you guys all a good evening. Yep. Yes, I want to say he is Joseph Broseph. Tua might be the worst team. Are you talking about the quarterback? No, Nick. No. Doing a great job now. I'm doing all right. Yeah. Baltimore played really bad. Miami played like the worst team. I don't think they played really bad. I mean, if they played bad, let's just say this, Nick. If they played bad and they put up 28 points, I would hate to see them when they're playing good. Let's just say that. So, was this a vintage Baltimore performance? No, it was not. But they played fine. They played fine. They played about what I thought they would in Lamar's return. And, they played well. Again, this could have been a close game. It really could have been. But obviously the Dolphins couldn't convert when it mattered. And that is a huge thing. Jets and Saints are way better? No. No, they're not. Baltimore played horrible. Look at the yards. I mean, 338 yards isn't bad. 28 points versus Miami is nothing. I don't know if you're trolling, Nick. Let me go and just click here on the Dolphins, and I'll show you. I'm not anti-Dolphin. I don't want to make that perfectly clear to anyone here. Don't think it was just me hating on the Dolphins, but obviously, look, again, I'm actually kind of defending the Dolphins here, but look, they beat the Jets. They already beat the Jets, the team that you're claiming to be better than the Dolphins. The Dolphins already beat the Jets 27-21. They played the Patriots close, and that's actually looking like a quality loss now because, again, the Patriots are, 6-2? The Panthers, they're 500. They played them close. They played the Chargers close. Obviously, they got blown up by the Browns. That was a huge sting, but, they aren't bad. Dolphins played well in the first half. Should have had the lead. Yeah, they should have had the lead. Completely agree. Jets are horrible. Yeah. Miami's hurt. I mean, yeah, you can say that, Nick. I mean, you have the right to your opinion. I don't. They're not the worst team in the league. I've seen plenty of other teams in my lifetime that are way worse than the Dolphins. Ravens are all beat up now. They are getting healthy. Yep, exactly. Ravens are not below. No, they're not. The Ravens are not a representative. Their record is not. This was the worst played game I've watched all year. I mean, that's fair. I mean, you have the right to that opinion. I've seen worse. I have seen a lot worse than this. Ravens had a terrible game all by 20. Yeah, like I said, I mean, Ravens are a good team. You said they were not good earlier. They get off to a slow start, but are built up and coming. Yeah, no, the Ravens are. All right, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for me. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe for more play-by-play. Again, it's completely free to do so. I actually do want to, in the future, stay on after and chat sports. Not tonight, but maybe in the future for sure. I will do so on Monday nights or something like that. Maybe another Thursday nights for sure, but not tonight. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. I'm probably going to send you guys elsewhere if you guys are okay with that, and I'm sure you guys are. And if you guys are, you want to stay for some more just hangout time, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but I'll see. I don't know. Maybe there's no one else on. If there's not, then I'll just end the stream. But really do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Looks like we do have Jaguar Gator on. So yeah, appreciate you guys. You guys all have a great night. Ravens are the worst good team. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I guess I can agree with you there. Calling Game 6? No, I will not be calling Game 6. I will not be here at the house during Game 6. So, but yeah. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your shift. Nick, not you, Nick, the one I'm talking to, but the other one. The OG Nick. So, appreciate you. Appreciate you as always. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Be safe. And, of course, I do appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys Saturday or Sunday. Or maybe Monday. Whenever. Peace and good night.